Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Toon review for Matchday Live. It is Newcastle United versus Manchester City from St James's Park. We are expecting a very good game today. Newcastle United needing to get back to winning ways, as Chelsea's win today, I think, has put us down to 10th in the table, which is not where we want to be. We want to be obviously a lot higher than that, but time will tell on that one. We will see how we go. Now, the game is live, of course, on TNT Sports. However, if you are watching it, just knock the sound off and listen to the commentary. If you're ahead of us or behind us, just pause it. If you're ahead, and wait till we say, right, we've kicked off, and then you can be in sync with me and Billy Bob. But if not, please don't put any spoilers in the chat, or the mods will simply remove you. We don't want any, because people can't watch it. They rely on our commentary, so don't put spoilers in the chat. Simple as that. If you do enjoy the show, though, please do give it the thumbs up. We need lots of likes coming in today to keep us in those search results on YouTube. And, of course, if you're new, please do click bottom right-hand corner, click subscribe, and come and be part of this incredible community here on the Toon Review. As you can see, we're heading towards 27,000 very quickly. So with your help, we will get there sooner rather than later. And, of course, you do need to be a subscriber to the channel to take part in the chat as well. But that's side. You need to be a subscriber anyway. Come and be part of this amazing community. You can become a member as well if you hit that join button just underneath me and Billy Bob. And, of course, you can donate to the channel if you do so feel kind enough by clicking that $sign at the bottom of the live comments. And that will, of course, guarantee your comment to be read out on this show. Good afternoon, Mr. Billy Bob.
Good afternoon to one and all.
Yes, very cold this afternoon. I gathered down there, Coventry way, Bill.
It's a bit brass monkeys, yeah. It's nippy, to say the least.
Yeah, it's not that warm up here either, to be fair. But let's get straight into the sides, shall we? This is how Newcastle United line up this afternoon. Dubravka, back four, Trippier, Byrne, Botman, Share. Midfield of Bruno, Longstaff, Miley. And, of course, front three, Almiron, Gordon, Isak. The substitutes are Karius, Gillespie, Dummett, Lascelles, Ritchie, Kraft, Hall, Murphy, Parkinson. Not the greatest and strongest bench, Billy.
No Livramento, of course. He must have done something in training, I guess.
Yeah.
So the picking of him is kind of hypothetical now. So Burns in. Bench looks very weak. There's lots of youth players and defenders and not a lot of attacking options, really. But that's what we're left with. That's the injury situation that we've got at Newcastle United at the minute.
Indeed.
It's just put in who you can, really.
Yeah. Gillian Watson, thank you for gifting a Toon Review membership. That's very kind, Gillian. That has gone to Paul Tully. So, Paul, you've got a month's membership courtesy of Gillian. So thank you very much. Yeah, I to be honest, Billy, I didn't actually notice until now that Livramento wasn't there.
Yeah, apparently he's ill.
He's ill, is he? Oh, God almighty. Honestly, you couldn't. This is mental, man. You can't write scripts for it. It's just incredible. Anyway, Manchester City, however, they line up with Edison, Walker, Diaz, Ake, Guardiol, Rodrigo, Kovacic, Bernardo, Foden, Doku, and Alvarez. Of course, no Haaland today. He is out injured. But Kevin De Bruyne back on the bench, Billy. I thought he might have started the game, but of course, he's got so many to choose from. But it's a daunting side again, isn't it? And, Doku and Foden, one of them going against Dan Burn doesn't fill me with the greatest of confidence, I have to say.
No, and I'm to be honest, neither Trippier. I mean, when we played them in the Carabao Cup, Tino that kept them out, really. When Doku come on as sub, he kept him quiet. So, yeah, it's a fantastic side. Best side in the world, isn't it? Best club side in the world by quite a way, actually. The only thing I can see is us getting at is possibly Mig against Guardiola, who's a centre-half playing at left-back, or Ake, whoever's playing there. But they just look a much better lineup than what we've got up. And, yeah, De Bruyne on the bench if anything's going wrong for them. So it's a bit daunting, this one, I've got to say.
Yeah. And, of course, just about Livramento, Billy, I mean, Eddie said nothing about that in the press conference. So that must be either he's taken ill today.
Potentially. There is lots of flu and stuff going around, isn't there?
Oh, yeah. Right, let's see how the chat's feeling. Super Goomba says, will 18-year-old Ben Parkinson get some more playing time? Played 24 minutes for us against Bournemouth. I'm not sure. Will Kyle Walker's mind be on the game, Billy?
Well, he's an ultimate professional, isn't he? He's one of the best right-backs in the world. Nothing will phase him. He might not be the greatest bloke off the pitch, but on the pitch, he's one of the best.
Yeah, absolutely. Paul Geordie, good evening to you. Leslie thinks Newcastle United will win 2-1. Miggy's nemesis is on the bench. Yeah, Grealish is on the bench. But you look at Man City's bench, Billy, and compared to ours, and that's where the worry for me is. We've got any game changes on that substitutes bench this afternoon.
No. If by some kind of strange quirk of fate that we are kind of on top and leading the game, they've got lots of options to kind of change things.
Shore up the defence, yeah.
Kevin De Bruyne is one of the finest players in the world on his day and has been one of the best ever in the Premier League, I think. So if they can bring him on, they've got other players well. Grealish is another player, great player, isn't he?
Yeah.
And they've got defensive options as well if they need to shore things up.
Indeed. Paul Tully says, not sure Eddie mentioned anything about Tino being out. Maybe pre-match he will confirm. Kelly Holmes says, it's all about City on TNT. Well, there's a surprise. Paul Geordie says, I'm looking at a 4-3 victory for the Toon. Very optimistic. King Hoddle says, probably only Real Madrid can come close to them. Yeah, I'd say so. And they've recently just won the World Club Championship as well, Billy.
Well, that's what that makes it the best side in the world, isn't it? Simple as that.
Yep, indeed it does. Nigel says, why do we bother with 2 keepers on the bench? I don't know. Just put a kid on for experience, maybe. I don't understand this 2 goalkeeper crap, Billy. I really don't.
No, it makes no sense whatsoever, does it? You might as well put a youth team player on just for a bit of experience.
Yeah.
Just to even being in and around the match team squad. You know, in the world of good. I don't see the benefit of having Mark Gillespie on the bench when he's never going to play unless he's there.
He's just not, is he? Well, he's just not going to play. Bazza Bush, which I believe is Paul, member for a month. If you could witness 1 goal again from Newcastle history, which goal would it be? Ooh, that's a good question.
I think that the Shearer goal at Old Trafford in the semi-final of the FA Cup, where the stands were literally bouncing. Unbelievable atmosphere. Yeah, absolutely. Ian Toon Trader, thank you, buddy, for your super chat. He says, I read Paul and Billy. This is for Stato, as I watched back the show the other day, and he was having a go at someone else. I love you, Stato, lad, and apologies. No need to apologise, Ian. It's gone, Mary. Mary says, who are we able to insult today when decisions go wrong? Well, who's the referee today, Billy? Chris Kavanagh of Greater Manchester.
Oh,
it might as well be fucking Liam Gallagher. Excuse my language.
It's Gallagher of... No, who is it again? Chris Kavanagh. Yeah, Chris Kavanagh of Greater Manchester. Well, there you go. I don't know how they get away with this. I really don't. Honestly, Greater Manchester, man. Christ on a bike. Thomas says, are we going to see Almiron against Grealish? Maybe sometime in the game. Paul thinks Burnley's going to have a tough night. I think that's a given. But look, we've done this before, Billy. We've written Dan Burn off before games have even started. And then all of a sudden he's had an absolute worldie and kept whoever he's marking in his pocket. You know, we can only support him, and then if he doesn't have a bad game, then obviously we'll talk about it. In the review, in our match reactions. But while he's on there, we've got to support the 11 that go on that pitch. And listen, Eddie's had no choice but to play him today.
Well, he could have played Lewis Hall. I mean,
well, he could have.
The fact of the matter is, Phil Foden's had his number every time we played them. Certainly the Etihad a couple of times. So yeah, it's a risky one for me, I've got to say.
Yeah. 2-2 says Agent Streams. Football's a funny game, so let's hope for a surprise, but I just can't see it. 3-1 to City. Mid says we are rid of the Mackham curse. We will be fine. How are the lads? Bath, good evening to you. Daniil, good evening. We should go back 5 as we don't have any midfielders. I'm not sure about back 5, Billy. I mean, we discussed this in the preview, didn't we? About a back 5, and the options are certainly there to play a back 5, but I think Livramento missing has kind of made that decision quite easy for Eddie Howe today.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever in the equation. And Eddie just doesn't change, does he? He'll either be low block with a 4-3-3 or be a kamikaze 4-3-3 attacking. We want somewhere in between the two. It'd be fantastic for us.
Yeah, I don't really want to go kamikaze against Manchester City, but hey, you never know. We might take them by surprise by going kamikaze. You just don't know in football anymore. Kelly says best ever goal would have been Joe Linton's against AC Milan if it stayed 1-0.
Would have been.
Yeah. Ronald says Kavanagh is from Ashby-under-Lyme, which is 6 miles from Manchester.
It's mad, isn't it? Mad how we're not allowed to have, Michael Oliver refereeing us yet.
Yeah.
Manchester United, Manchester City get Taylor and Kavanagh every bloody week, seems like.
Although, to be fair, Billy, Mr. Rollo has been pictured with Newcastle shirts on.
Well, this is true.
Jumping around with fans. Turpy says, do you think there's a drop-off between Dan Burn and Lewis Hall in defensive quality, Billy?
Not as much as there is in offensive quality, the other way around. Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, are you expecting Dan Burn to try and overlap today, Billy?
No, I don't think they will. No, I don't think they'll be able to. I think we'll be that much on the back foot.
Yeah,
there'll be no outlet on the left-hand side. It'll be Gordon's pace against us. Kyle Walker, who just happens to be one of the quickest defenders in the world. So,
yeah,
going to be a good battle. That will be a good battle.
It will. Dallas says, morning, Paul. 9:39 a.m. Pacific Seaport time here in Sacramento, California. I've seen reports the club has no dollars for the January window. I find that hard to believe, but the validity of a report over here are sketchy. Well, we don't have any money. We have money, but we can't spend it. It's as simple as that, really. That is what FFP is all about. It denies us from spending anything, and it denies us even challenging the big boys at the moment. I hope that will change. Looney Tune says the lads have had a long rest. The first 11 is decent. I'm trying to stay optimistic and going 2-2. Well, Billy, that's something that we can't make an excuse of tonight. We can't turn around and say if they don't perform, oh, they were tired. We can't get that. It's just out the window now.
Yeah, it depends if we're chasing the ball around all day, though, doesn't it? I mean, as it is going into the game, we're not tired, but 90 minutes of chasing the ball around against Man City, keeping it amongst themselves, and it's a hard game when you're chasing the ball all day. If we can get some kind of possession figures that are close to 50%, then we've got a chance. But if we can't, I think we could be in trouble.
Paul White says we need that 12th man tonight. Yeah, we need the crowd to be very loud tonight. We need them hugely to be there, and it's got to be, Billy. We've got to, the atmosphere we know under the lights at St James's Park can be a very, very special place, and that's what the fans need to do tonight. Get behind the lads and keep them going.
Yes, absolutely. It's imperative that the fans are with us for 90 minutes, loud and vociferous. Make it as hostile as possible. We don't want people in the front row taking photos of bloody Alvarez and Doku and things like that. We don't want that. We need songs and we need them loud and hostile. Hostility is the key to it all.
Yeah, absolutely. Football Matters says, why are people of other fan channels pretending to get transfer news from the club and agent? It's embarrassing.
It is indeed.
Well, it is very embarrassing. And look, it doesn't matter what we say. We people that know us know we're not in the know, and we would never claim to be in the know, and we like to wait till the club have announced everything, and then we go from there. But it's for clicks and likes and subscribers. It's as simple as that. I'm not sitting on the fence anymore. It annoys me because they don't have any more information than sort of Clive next door. They don't, and they just claim to, and it's pathetic. People that watch those channels and actually believe them is really sad. It really is, because you get your hopes up about somebody coming in, and every time they are let down. I know what channel you're talking about. I know the channels that like to think they know stuff, but they don't, and it annoys me. Because I'm a fan like the rest of us, watching things like that, watching the nonsense coming out, saying, "Oh, we're in for this." So the club have just said we're not in for anybody at the minute, and Calvin Phillips, Billy, that's the probable one, isn't it? But there's no guessing as to who is actually signing.
No, no one has any clue, because it's a closed shop anyway. You don't go around telling people left, right, and centre, we're in for him, so that Fred down the corner shop knows who we're signing. Absolutely not. It's embarrassing, and luckily enough, not many people do forfeit, because the viewing figures of said channel are absolutely appalling.
Exactly. Parkmeister, thank you for gifting the Toon Review membership. Very kind, my friend. And that has gone to Paul S. So Paul S has been given a Toon Review membership for a month, and that's gifted by Parkmeister. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, exactly. We'll leave it at that. Andy says if we can keep Foden quiet in the 10 position, and then inevitably De Bruyne are off the best, we'll give ourselves a chance. Stephen says we've won the lottery, but we're only allowed to spend £10 a week. Exactly. I mean, that's exactly what it's like, Billy. You know, you get that news, and suddenly, you know, oh my God, I've got millions to spend. And then somebody says, oh, hang on a minute. You're only allowed to spend £10 a week of that money. You know, you may have, you know, £1.6 million in the bank, but you were only allowed to spend a tenner a week. It's mental. Tony Ross, thank you for gifting a membership. And that has gone to Kelly Holmes. So thank you very much for that, Tony. Very kind, my friend. We Header says we got Bruno in the middle, Botman at the back, etc., etc. Mark says, good evening from the South Coast. Just believe Newcastle. Anything is possible. Well, it's all we've got, to be honest. King Hoddle seems to be in love with Laura Woods. Pity she's a gooner. Yeah, that would be interesting, wouldn't it, in your family, if that was the case? Foden has been playing as a 10 lately. H. Ibrahim, and who does how replace Burn with when Livermore was out? Well, he can't. Simple as that. Bazza Bush, thank you for gifting a membership as well. And that has gone to Dark by Design. Thanks very much, Paul. And we've also got a super chat in from Connor. And he says, we need to use the bench regardless of experience and get fresh legs for the last 15 or be overrun.
I agree with that.
Paul, why you're not at games, mate? Thought you had a season ticket. I do, but unfortunately, I'm not well enough with my Parkinson's. I'm hoping that the next home game I'm going to go to. So I just have to wait and see. Speak to my doctor, etc. I have Parkinson's, for those that don't know. You know, so sometimes it's very difficult for me to get to games. You know, a few months ago, I was, you know, worried I was going to have to give my season ticket up, but hopefully I'll be at the next home one. You know, and I don't have to give the ticket up. Do I need new glasses, says Jam Stasher? I don't even see Livermore among the substitutes. He's not well, apparently. He is ill. Stotty55 gifted 5 memberships. Thank you very much, Stotty. They've gone to Geordie Meck, Looney Tune, Martin Watson, JB NUFC, and Pedro. So there you go. You've all been gifted a month membership. Thank you very much for that, Stotty. David says, I've never known an injury crisis go on for so long. It seems like it's never ending. Well, I mean, look, it is, Billy, isn't it? It literally is never ending because there's always something happens when it comes to game day. There's always another player out injured.
Yeah, just when it seems it's light at the end of the tunnel, it's suddenly dark again, isn't it? With other injuries and kind of injuries again, coming back again to the same players. Willock's been ready to go, get himself injured again with a different injury. Joe Linton's the same. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good at all.
Yeah. Return of the Geordie says, I don't know if it's true, but I read we are looking at Michel Sanchez. Very few people have serious contacts. Romano may be one of those truly in the know. Romano's got a lot of contacts, and that's why he's so good at his job. But people who scam fans into buying sheds and things like that, they don't know nout. Okay, let's be honest. Or Irishmen sitting behind the desk thinking they know it all. It's not. No. And it's annoying. It's annoying to us as well because they don't. They're not in contact with anybody at the bloody club. Lee Kelly says, as you say, we only see who signs up when they're wearing Newcastle shirt from the club. Man City are great, but let's remember they haven't been as good this season. They are gettable. To a certain point, I totally believe that, Billy. But on the other hand, they always come good after Christmas.
Yeah, it's like a racehorse time in its run, isn't it? They all start kicking on from January onwards. It's the worst time to play them, really. But now they need to start kicking it up and chasing Liverpool. And I think they will do. I think they'll win the league still. Yeah,
I mean, look, Liverpool are on fire at the minute, and I think Man City, you know, they have dropped points, and you know, I'm sure Pep's aware of that more than anybody. But they have a fantastic squad to choose from, and you know, this is tough for us. But if we rattle them early, then you know. Bazza Bush, thank you for your super chat. He says, I lost respect once Mr. Scouts about died.
Yeah. I mean, people will understand why we're laughing, but
yeah,
because Mr. Scouterback was the same person that was talking to him.
It was. Davey says, sent that off this morning, Paul. Come on the Toon, smash these. Thanks, Davey. Looney Tunes says, FFP was designed to protect clubs from spending beyond their means. Well, our owners have 700 plus billion, so there is no chance of us overspending. There should be a rule for something like that. Well, yeah. Dom Dewsbury says, Joe Linton is such a big miss for you lot. Hopefully, whoever fills in steps up today. I mean, it's huge, isn't it, for Miley and Longstaff today, Billy? They have really got to stand up this afternoon.
Well, I assume that Longstaff will play on the left because Miley just couldn't do it last week at the Stadium of Sight. So I'm assuming Longstaff's going to go on the left of the midfield three. And he also has a bit more physical presence about him than Miley. So he's the closest thing we've got to Joe Linton, but still not a patch on him physically, is he? He's not the same monster that what Joe Linton is. He doesn't have the same technical ability. What he does have is a great engine. He'll win all day for you. We might need that today.
Yeah. Now, the front three, Billy, we talk about them all the time, etc., etc. This is huge for the front three today because they're up against the very best. And if they can perform against the very best, as we hope they can, then we may see, certainly Gordon can do it. Miggy, he's got to do it today. It's all right doing it against the Sunderlands of this world, Billy, but, he's not up against the Sunderlands of this world every week.
No, I think Miggy's the key to all today. He's the one that's going against, if someone that isn't a fullback, he's going against either Gvardiol or Ake, one of those two. They're both left back. They're both centre backs. Not a lot of pace about them. And if Miggy can get that, go on the outside of them a few times. I keep saying, just to keep them kind of busy, not knowing where he's going to go. Miggy could be the big key for us today. And if he performs to the same sort of ability he did last Saturday, then we could be in for a bit of a result. But it's not going to be easy for him, I've got to say.
Well, Eddie has confirmed to TNT that Livermento took ill yesterday. Daniel says, really worried, guys. Our bench is League One. Asset says, Paul, can we start this season again? Well, either start the season again or finish this one very, very quickly. I think finishing this one and get on with it in the summer. So, but hey, there's still things to play for this season. Let's not forget that. We're still in the FA Cup. There's a lot to play for still. Loved Stato's reactions at those food pics on Pete's channel last night. I haven't seen it yet. Sometimes, it makes me vomit. I stopped watching that crap when they were going on about a source that had told them hospital appointments booked in and such nonsense. Yeah. The barbecue, Billy, as well, which created all sorts of problems.
Well, it did. It definitely, kind of got into Bruno's head. The fact that someone's nonsense can actually disturb one of our players. This is what we're dealing with. This is why we don't like it. It ties us all with the same bush as well. I mean, people that don't watch YouTube channels lump us all together with that crap. Not nice. Not nice.
That's what annoys me. Yeah, when you get lumped with the tarred with the same brush kind of thing, it's pain. A mate of a mate who knows a builder says we are signing Shearer. Well, hey, you never know, Garant. You never know. What a signing he would be, Billy. I think he's a bit old now, though, isn't he?
He's still as good as some people we've seen playing the black and white since.
Well, that is a very, very good point. Absolutely. In what other business do they put up regulations to stop investment in your business? Well, absolutely. I mean, that's like somebody coming to me and saying, "Oh, we're willing to invest. Let's say, for example, cameras and stuff like that for the Toon Review. We're willing to put some money in so you can advertise your channel and stuff like that." And that's like saying, well, fair enough. And then we go and try and spend it, and somebody says, no, you're not allowed to do that. You can't do that. You can't promote your business. You can't be, you can't get money, etc., etc. So, it's crazy. It's mental. And I'm sick of it. Kelly says, anyone notice this is on TNT when Sky have the 5:30 games? The UK is such a rip-off. I'm just going to listen to you and watch Match of the Day from now on. Well, a lot of people actually do that. They like our commentary because, listen, we give an honest commentary, Billy, of what's going on the pitch. We don't just, bias and, that match against Liverpool the other week was absolutely pathetic. It was like the Liverpool loving again. They did it again, I think, in the next game. I think I'm not sure who it was, whether it was Liverpool again, but I saw one of the opposition fans say, "Oh, it's a Liverpool." Oh, sorry, it was the
Cup tie Arsenal.
Fulham game. No, it was the Fulham game. In the Carabao, and there were a Fulham fan put on social media, it's a Liverpool loving on Sky again, and it's totally right. It's pathetic, but it's what we've come to know as the norm now, Billy.
Yeah, unfortunately, and the Sky the worst for it. To be honest, Manchester United and Liverpool lovings. A lot of that's to do with the fact they fill their kind of staff with Manchester United and Liverpool ex-players, which. It doesn't sit right with me, I've got to say.
Yeah. Well, we're a few minutes away from kickoff, guys. Remember, if you are ahead, please press pause until I say, right, we're underway. And of course, no spoilers in the chat, guys. We want to have a good match day live again with a commentary. No spoilers, nothing like that. Just a good old a conversation about the match when everything gets underway, of course. I'm looking at St. James's Park now. It's looking beautiful as usual. The players have just come out. Absolutely fantastic. Billy, what have you looking at the minute?
I've got an aerial view of both teams standing by ready to shake hands and do all that stuff.
Yeah, I think you're just slightly ahead of me, actually, Billy. Although I am watching TNT, it's unbelievable, isn't it? But I'm watching Miggy waving at the crowd.
Yes, me too. Yeah,
Gordon waving as well. Bruno clapping now.
Yeah.
We're pretty much level.
Now the lineups.
Just got them up. Yeah. I think you're about 2 seconds ahead of me, Billy.
Okay.
So Newcastle United go with Dubravka, Trippier, Cher, Botman, Byrne, Longstaff, Bruno, Miley, Almiron, Isak, Gordon. Very well defensive bench to say the least. 2 goalkeepers: Dummett, Lascelles, Ritchie, Kraft, Hall, Murphy, and Parkinson. I don't see Eddie making a lot of substitutions, Billy, if we're losing.
Absolutely not. Unless we're getting really hout, then he might just bring the kids on just to give them a bit of experience. But unless we're winning by lots or losing by lots, I don't see many changes unless a defensive one, so I'm perfectly honest.
Yeah. Big games today for the fullbacks, Trippier and Byrne. They need to be on it from the off. Otherwise, we are in trouble. I think Foden, Billy, I mean, he's just a magical player. And he's just tremendous, isn't he?
Well, that 3 behind the Alvarez, Bernardo Silva, Foden and Doku. You know, you've got the pace of Doku, you've got the trickery of Foden and the nous and the cleverness of Bernardo Silva. They can cut you. It's death by 1,000 cuts, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can do it by so many ways. So, yes, this is not going to be an easy game. If we can get the fullback, especially Guardiola, getting to Rodri and Kovacic as well. I don't think Kovacic is a great player. We let him run the show at the Etihad. I don't expect him to get as much time on the ball tonight.
Yeah. Well, interesting enough, Billy, a player we haven't talked, Calvin Phillips, he's on the bench. Now, of course, he wasn't in the squad in City's last game, but he is on the bench today. So interesting. Very interesting. Just looking at Isak now. High-fiving everybody as Newcastle go into their huddle, Bill. We're very close for everything getting underway here at St. James's Park. Still on Isak, Billy?
Yeah.
And now Man City's huddle?
Yes. Foden with his silly eyebrows.
Yes.
And his Blackadder haircut.
Do you know what? You think, the money that goes around in football, that some of them would have slightly better haircuts, shall we say, than what we're seeing at the minute.
The badge, though, the World Club Champions badge looks nice, isn't it? I've got to say.
Yeah.
Maybe
Very
one day.
nice. You never know, Billy. You never know. It may be our time soon.
I mean, our bench looks like if it's going to have any injuries, it'll be bloody acne.
Well, yeah.
There's some awful, well, I'd say awful, but there's some teenage spots on show there.
Absolutely. There's Guardiola sitting there looking very pensive, not moving. I don't know what the hell he's looking at, actually.
I just wonder if he's actually there then.
Had a big doobie before he came out. There's Chris Kavanagh. Oh, my God.
With his Phil Foden haircut. Yeah.
Indeed. But St. James's Park looks beautiful as usual under the lights. God, I can't wait to get back there, Billy. I so miss it. However, I still get to watch it. That's the main thing. Man City will kick off. They are going from left to right. They're attacking the Gallagher in the first half. So Newcastle, we're underway, Billy. Here we go. This is it. How are the bloody lads, Billy?
Hoofball.
Hoofball, yeah. Something along them lines, Billy, yeah.
Pardew-esque, that was.
Absolutely. Now, I'm just going to try and get something on the screen here, which I think will enhance the viewers' entertainment today. I am going to try and add it. Billy, if you just want to commentate early doors, mate, just while I try and set this.
Yeah.
We
haven't touched the ball yet. We're 37 seconds in, and Man City have total 100% possession. The ball is with the keeper, Edison. limited press, got away with one there. The ball rolled under Isak's foot to Walker. Back he goes then to Diaz, and all the way back then to Edison. Then we were a minute in, and still we haven't touched the ball. Pressure on, though. There is pressure coming on. And in the end, Diaz kicks it long. Dan Burn wins the ball in the air, only nods it down to Doku. Little shoulder barge, too strong for Miley. It's a free kick for offside, I believe, to Newcastle United. So we do get to the ball. We're a minute and 10 seconds in.
Well, a minute and 10 seconds. It's quite a quick start. I'm almost there, Billy. Just need to just little bit of tinkering here, and then we're
the ball down in behind. We're in here. Isak's
yes, he is. Go on, Isak. And he's got it. Oh, it's a terrible ball. You score! Offside flags up. Longstaff. Oh, I thought it was a goal, Billy Bob, but Longstaff is offside.
VAR must be looking, surely.
Unless Isak's offside. Let's have another look at it. Nice football from Newcastle.
Ooh, I think he is. I think he's just off.
He is, yeah. If you look at the lines of the pitch, he is just off. But that is very promising.
Why didn't he flag then? Why is the linesman waiting? As soon as he took the ball, flag.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, Billy. I don't understand. It's a little bit of a strange one, but
why are they checking the Longstaff bit?
Well, VAR are looking.
Well, that's not the one to be looking at, surely.
No.
Because he's not offside.
Edison's down injured as well, Billy, which is interesting.
They need to be checking the first one, not the second one.
Yeah.
Interesting. If they're going past the first one, there's something. This is interesting.
It's interesting. It's weird. It's crazy, but
because you check the one that looks obvious to first, surely.
Well,
not the one that doesn't look obvious.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Totally agree with that. No, I'm just.
There's no offside there. It's beyond the player.
No, Longstaff's onside, which is strange. Why they're looking at that one?
Exactly.
They keep looking at the Longstaff one. I'm
starting to believe this may be a goal. Let's check the obvious one, the Isak one. You have to check that.
I mean, Edison's down. They're still looking at it. I'm not sure what the hell's going on here, Billy. I'm a little bit confused.
Well, this is madness. It really is. The offside, if there is one, it's on Isak. They haven't checked that one. The linesman only flagged when he flagged Longstaff, who wasn't offside. He was 5 yards behind the ball.
Yep.
So he can't be offside. This is weird. This is that.
Billy, I'm with you. We still don't know, by the way, what's going on here. It's just a long delay.
Looking very, very concerned here.
Yeah. I think I'm not sure. Edison's definitely injured his knee.
He's up on his feet at least, but he's strapped up, isn't he? I don't think we're getting a goal anyway.
No, I think offside's given. I mean, rightly so, Billy. I think at the end of the day, it was offside, but it was. I mean, it's as close as you're going to get. Oh,
I mean,
I do apologise for that.
Well, I don't know why they were checking the Longstaff. The VAR were checking that. It makes no sense.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
They've gone to the Isak one anyway, so it's still 0-0. Very odd, but that's a sign of how we can get them, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, they'll be pressed now. They'll be pressed now. So it has to be pressed now. Oh, fuck off. Excuse my language.
Well, Edison's struggling, Billy. He really is struggling there. He's not looking 100% at all.
We should have scored then.
Yeah. Man City have started this game extremely slowly, and now they've played it back to Edison, who was taking his time on the ball, and he's giving it away. And Gordon, and it comes to Mickey. Oh, we missed it. Absolute sitter.
You're miles behind me now.
How?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Hang on a second. Let me just refresh this and see where we are. Well, how's Bruno missed that?
Was it Bruno?
Yes. He just slips as he goes to hit the ball. I've got 5 minutes and 53, Billy.
Oh, I'm 5 ahead. It is Bruno, yeah. He just didn't time it, does he? Let me just...
I'm really, really not sure what is going on in this game at the moment.
Well, if they don't get Edison off, we'll win this game. I'm telling you now. There's no way he can continue.
Right, he didn't look comfortable kicking that ball in. They are. He's going to have to come off, Billy. Edison has been replaced. This is a disastrous start for Manchester City.
Well, I'm amazed they didn't take him off, actually, when he did the injury, because there was no way he was going to be... When he hobbled off, and then they passed the ball back to him, you know, it was madness.
Yeah.
And we should be ahead. Like you say, Bruno, for some reason, he didn't hit he just didn't line himself up with the ball, probably, did he? He just kind of swung at it and just squirted off the outside of his foot, which should have been 1-0.
Swing and a miss, strike one. But it's not 1-0. That's the bloody problem.
What time you got?
I haven't got anything at the minute, Billy. I'm just trying to reboof everything, and it's not working at all. So yeah, this is falling apart for me quite dramatically so far, Billy. So what is going on here?
Well, Edison, that could be a long injury. Well, it could be a lengthy injury period. That could, because
I'm not sure where the injury is, Billy. I mean, is it his knee?
No, slightly above. I don't know if he's got a cut or a gash or something. I don't know, but anyway, the substitute goalie, is it Ortega, the substitute goalkeeper? Yes.
Yeah. Right, I'm back. And I have got a time, Billy, of 7:32.
Bang on with me, then.
Beautiful. I'm not saying that's always going to be the case, but he's making his way very gingerly up towards the dressing room. Can't really pull a lot of weight on it. We're back underway. And
that's
Dan
one of the steps, isn't it, when you've got an injury like that?
Yeah. And Dubravka, pushed by Alvarez there, gets a nice ball out to Trippier on the right-hand side. Inside now to Miggy, and that's too much of a heavy touch from Almiron. He's lost it. Doku now on the left-hand side. Doku plays it back. Nice bit of play by Man City, but good bit of play by Newcastle. Rodrigo forced back there. He's had to go back to Nathan Ake now. Ake brings it forward for City to Kovacic. Kovacic cuts inside. Has a look to see what's available. Back to Rodrigo. Back to Kovacic. Man City just I think they need a bit of possession, Billy, given the start of the game. I mean, Newcastle have been on the front foot.
We have, but, you know, we've only had 2 spells of possession, really, in 8.5 minutes, I know, but it's kind of 4 minutes of those have been injuries and VAR checks, so...
Yeah.
But, yeah, they're very much dominant in possession while the ball's been in play, I think.
Yeah. Here's Silva to Foden, back to Silva, out to Kyle Walker now on the right-hand side, back to Silva. Man City being pressed here, but again, not panicking, one-touch football. And it's all the way back now to, who's the goalkeeper again, Billy?
Ortega,
yeah. Long kick by Ortega, completely missed by both Dan Burn and Kyle Walker, through into Newcastle halfway line. And that's back now to Sven Botman. Botman touches the ball, has a look inside to Bruno, who missed that great opportunity, Billy, losing his footing at the point of, it's poor from Sean Longstaff. He's lost it, but again, Newcastle get away with it. Botman gets it back to Dubravka. Dubravka will go long, again, looking to the right-hand side to Trippier. First time ball by Trippier, not the best one. And it's into the air again. Foden is chasing this now with Dan Burn. There's only one winner in the air for me there. Here's Gordon. Nice little touch to Longstaff. Longstaff to Burn. Burn, first time back to Botman. Botman into Bruno. Back to Botman. Nice bit of confident play between them three there. Share now to Miley. Miley goes back to Martin Dubravka. Dubravka takes a touch. It's a terrible pass by Dubravka. I'm not sure he was trying to get Bruno, but he absolutely rocketed it to him. And Doku goes on a little bit of a run. Good tackle comes in. And now it's with Botman inside his own penalty area. Plays it to Gordon. Back to Sven Botman. I mean, Dubravka's pass was shocking. And that's not a great clearance either by Botman. Rodrigo. Kovacic now.
I was just about to praise Dubravka for his distribution, because he played one pass out to the full-back position there with the pressure on him.
Yeah, he did.
And when he had a bit of time, he just laid it straight to one of theirs. It was a terrible pass, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah. It's all a bit scrappy, Billy, at the minute, isn't it? It's Man City, Trippier now for Newcastle United. Back to Share. Share will have to first time clear this one and gets it up to Almiron. Touches it over. It's a too heavy touch though for Isak, and Man City have the ball back with Bernardo Silva. Silva now has Gvardiol to the left. Doku. Gvardiol made a run into the box there, but it's played back to Rodrigo here on the edge of the box. He's got good runners. Man City queuing up here. Foden. Alvarez, Foden, he's got to go back to Kyle Walker, but Man City look very ominous there, Billy. But Newcastle have done well to push them back a little bit.
They have. Got Kyle Walker again. He's doing what he did last year and kind of stepping inside into the middle. If we just get Gordon on the ball, it could be a good thing for us, because if Walker wants to step inside, we need to punish him for it.
Who's number 3 for City there?
Diaz.
Diaz, yes, of course it is. It is Diaz actually on the ball now for Man City. And it finds Kyle Walker. Walker's got runners from Foden, who gives it to Rodrigo. It's not Rodrigo. Is it Rodri?
Rodri, yeah, Rodri.
Why am I calling him Rodrigo?
That's what it's short.
Well, it is. I know that, yeah, but Rodri's one. He's known as Rodri, isn't he? And now coming forward again, at Manchester City with Guardiola on the left-hand side. Cuts inside. Miggy didn't really put a challenge in there. It's come back to Rodri again, who he is the engine room for City. There's no doubt about that. He is Diaz now, forward. I mean, the centre-backs are even coming into the penalty area now for City. Kovacic to Rodri. Rodri breaking into the box. I'm surprised he didn't take a shot there, because the shot was on for him. And Man City are dominant right now.
Yeah, it's...
Rodri should have shot there, Billy.
It's low block, isn't it? Well, I think he thinks he can get more chances. But he's played one or two lovely little passes when he's got deep in, when he could have shot. But he's a hell of a player, Rodri, he really is.
Bernardo Silva has the ball midway through the Newcastle half now. Gvardiol, lovely ball in. And Phil Foden's into the box. It's Foden, and he couldn't find Alvarez. It was a great tackle by Bruno. And Bruno screams at the crowd. It's too early for that, matey.
It is. It's going to be a long day, this is, I'm afraid. Look at how
what a pass that was from Gvardiol. Brilliant run from Foden. And Botman and Bruno comes across. I think Foden will be a little disappointed with that ball in there, Billy. It wasn't the best.
No, it wasn't.
But City, just the passing range they've got is quite astounding at times. It's going to be Alvarez, the centre forward, to take the corner. It's looped high into the penalty area. Miley is under it for Newcastle. Comes loose to Foden. Good work by Bruno to win that back. Bruno now. But again, he's swarmed by Man City players and wins the free kick, though, for Newcastle. Foul by Gvardiol.
Yeah, he bought that. Did well there, Bruno.
Yeah, he's good at that.
Bit of respite for us for however long it's going to be. But at the minute, it's attack versus defence, isn't it?
It certainly is. Eddie Howe studying the monitor there. And the ball is with Fabian Schär. Again, City pressing. They're relentless, aren't they? They really are relentless. He is Dan Burn for Newcastle. And it hits Phil Foden, but then that's not great. As we're looking at De Bruyne and Grealish there.
I think that little passage of play where Edison got injured and we got the goal disallowed and then should have scored.
Yeah,
it's annoyed Manchester City early without us getting the benefit of a goal to actually annoy them, which is
absolutely, yeah. Well, it is back with Ortega now in the goal, and he left foot clearance out towards the left hand side. Doku brings it down nicely to Gvardiol. Gvardiol tried to get a first time ball in, but Miley wins it back for Newcastle. Fabian Schär plays the ball over the top. Surely that's offside, and it is indeed.
Got the whole line to look across as well.
Yeah, I mean, look, the thing is there, Billy. Miggy's got the pace to actually do something there.
Yeah, of course.
You know, obviously Fabian Schär spotted the ball, but Miggy's got to time that run better. He's miles offside. You
can see straight across the pitch, which is even worse, isn't it?
Yeah. As Man City came down there, good work by Gordon, getting back on Kyle Walker. Dan Burn managed to hang on to it. Burns fell over. There's nobody near him. Gordon's done well there. Good tracking back by Anthony Gordon, Billy, because Kyle Walker looked like he was in.
He did. We're on the attack now ourselves. This is a basketball game at the minute.
It is. And Miggy's down the right-hand side. This is an opportunity. Almiron in the box. Right! Got the ball across, and Isak should have done better for me.
It wasn't the greatest crossing in the world, I don't think.
But, Billy, I mean, Isak had a chance there. He's claiming a corner, but it's not going to be. I mean, I thought that was a corner when I first saw it, but that was a better run from Miggy.
Oh, I don't know. I think
just on side. No, I think Diaz played him on. But see that? He got in. Isak got in front of.
Yeah, he did. That's a corner all day, isn't it?
It is a corner, yeah, but Isak should have done better there, Billy. He got in front of his man, did the hard part, and to be fair, Miggy crossed it on his right foot.
He did, yeah. It was a right foot cross.
Well, that's a couple of chances down, and what we were saying in the preview is you can't miss opportunities.
Ooh,
Man City, that is superb. Doku now into the penalty area running, and the chance here. Oh, it's good defending. It bounced loose, and a hammered over the bar from Bernardo Silva on his left foot. But wow, the attack was so much quality.
Who was it that played the pass? Was it Kovacic?
It was Rodri.
Sure. Rodri,
yeah.
What a pass that is. Good Lord. I mean, you got to just clap when you see stuff like that. It was fantastic ball. And yet they didn't score from it, which is great.
Nope. It's Kovacic, I think, making the run into the box, and he kind of hesitated and tripped over himself. I'm just pleased it fell to Kovacic and no one else, Billy. Because
Trippy did well there. Trippy did really well.
He did. He got back. As Man City come at us again with Bernardo Silva. It's a 4-on-4 again. Silva this time goes to Foden on the right-hand side. Foden into the box. Gives it to Alvarez. Alvarez now on his left foot to Foden. Oh, Doku hammers it against, I think it was Cher. And, dear Billy, it's you fear the worst. You fear that it's coming.
Yeah. It's going to be some sort of miracle if we manage to last out another 70-odd minutes of this, isn't it? It's constant, isn't it?
It's Rodri on the ball, bringing it out from defence. What a quality player he is, by the way. Clips the ball across to Diaz now, to Bernardo Silva. Silva bringing it towards the halfway line for Manchester City. Seeing the options available, gives it to Nathan Ake. Ake's got Gvardiol to the left. Here he is on the halfway line. Back to Nathan Ake now. Plenty time for the City defender to pick out a pass. He picks a lovely one out to Foden. Miley. Foden turns. Yeah, the marking's not there. And he is Alvarez now. Alvarez lets a shot go. Good defending again. This time from Sven Botman blocking the shot. It's high in the night sky. Headed away by Byrne. It's a weak header, unfortunately. And again, City have the ball back. Rodri now for Man City. Kovacic to Rodri. To Bernardo Silva. It seems like they've got 30,000 men on the pitch here.
Yeah, it's like a Champions League game, isn't it? Away from home. It's like the Milan game.
The movement off the ball is, I mean, we spoke about this with Man City before, Billy. And he is Foden. Foden running towards the defence again into Doku. Doku hits a shot. I think that's deflected. Corner Manchester City.
Probably should have laid in Gvardiol on the far side. He was completely marked in, wasn't he?
He was. But Foden, I mean, his movement is just, it's what we feared, Billy. They're dominating the midfield.
Yeah, it's not that he's got the close control, but it's his speed that goes with it. It's a phenomenal combination of skills that he's got. It's hard to defend against, if I'm perfectly honest.
It's going to be Alvarez again to take the corner. The last one was a huge looping high ball into the box. This one's a short one to Kovacic, to Bernardo Silva. Back to Alvarez now. Alvarez plays it across, and it's Kyle Walker. Walker's going to hit this, and it's gone well wide of the post.
A good play from Miley, that. He forced the heavy touch, and even though he didn't get a block in, he did force the poor shot. So well played, Lewis Miley, there.
Yeah, absolutely. Shana says, what happened to Eddie's? We go in to win every game. Come on, we are at home. Get stuck in instead of watching the ball get passed around. I mean,
it's somewhat saying that, but it's easier saying it than doing it, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it's Manchester City. You know, we have to accept that we're not going to have as much of the ball at home as we normally do. Oh, it's poor for Miley. Bruno's there, though, to pick the pieces up. Bruno's got 3 around him. Manages to scoop the ball towards Almiron, but it eventually finds its way back to Dubravka. And I think he's given a free kick here. I'm not sure who it's to. I think Isak might have been offside there in that move, or Miggy was. Miggy's got to watch these offsides.
Can't be offside now, half.
Unless he's given a free kick for a high boot, but it looked like an offside, that. Bernardo Silva now. Offside. And Diaz brings it forward to Walker on the right-hand side. He, in turn, gives it back to Rodri in the middle. Rodri steps up. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Kovacic. Silva. Bernardo Silva's just dropped, hasn't he? He drops into that little pocket of space in front of the, just behind the front 3. Oh, that was late from Bruno, and he's going to be booked for that. No doubt about it. That's an awful tackle from Bruno. And yet again, a yellow card shown to the Brazilian, Billy. He's got to try and do better than that. That was a crazy tackle. flew in.
We're going to miss him for a few games soon. If he keeps, well, I think he's got 2 more to give, hasn't he? Until he gets
Is
it a 3-game ban he gets for
3 games? Yeah.
And that's, of course, leaves him not able to do it again in the rest of the match. So it's concerning. This, I've got to say.
70 minutes, Billy.
We'll have no outlet. That's a problem. Every time we get the ball, there's no outlet. Isak's not physical enough to hold it up if you kick it up to him. There's just no outlet at all.
What a ball that is across the field from Rodri to Kyle Walker. Walker now running at Dan Burn. Burn stands his ground though. Played back to Bernardo Silva on his left foot. Tried to get a quick crossing. Well shut down by Gordon. And then given away again. And Manchester City have the ball back again with Bernardo Silva. Gordon all over him. Get to do Diaz. I mean, just when you think there's no space for City to play out, I mean, it's incredible.
They find triangles all over the pitch, don't they?
I mean, this is what we're aspiring to or want to be, Billy. And I can't wait till we play football like this because it's just, Even
if we get halfway towards this sort of standard, it's going to be something special. But it's 0-0, but Lord knows how at the minute, to be honest.
Yep, indeed. I mean, we started brightly. Definitely started brightly. Had a goal disallowed for offside. We had another opportunity. Bruno losing his footing just as he was about to shoot the ball. But then Man City have looked very dangerous every time they attack. But we've held out. It's still goalless, and Dubravka hasn't had to make a save, let's remember.
No, that's the point. They haven't made any kind of clinical shooting or anything yet, have they? But they're trying to pull us out. That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
It's as long as we remain disciplined and keep the 2 banks of 4, then it's going to make it hard for them. But
absolutely,
they have quality, don't they? Real quality.
Yep. Here's Kyle Walker now on the halfway line for Manchester City. Plays it into Rodri. Rodri, simple pass into Doku again in that dotted pocket of space. Played out to the left now to Guardiol. He's got Alvarez making a run, but plays it back to Rodri. Rodri's got Kyle Walker making a fantastic run. Finds him. Walker into the box. Gordon comes to mark him. Bernardo Silva now on the edge. Here's Rodri. Rodri into Guardiol, who, I mean, it doesn't matter where they play. It's whoever's available to go into the box. Just go.
Yeah, Bruno's yellow card stopped him from going into a proper challenge there.
Kovacic now for Manchester City. Out to Guardiol. Back now to Ake, just inside the Newcastle United half. Looking to ping a pass. Just rolls it in to Kovacic. Kovacic to Rodri. Back again to Kovacic.
They're so fluid that 3 behind Alvarez, aren't they? They swap around and go to different places. Impossible to defend it or to mark, really.
It's now back again now with Diaz. He brings it out. He's not afraid to move forward either when he gets the ball. But again, surely our midfield need to see that ball coming, Billy. That's about the 5th time that comes where they just... Look at them. There's 2 of them sitting in front of our back 4 there.
Yeah, we're 2 squashed, aren't they? Two closed in.
What a ball that is. Kyle Walker will get there as well. Walker sends the ball across. It's headed away by Trippier. Comes to Anthony Gordon's feet. Gordon lays it into Bruno. Bruno flips it back to Gordon. It's a good ball, that. And Gordon fancies running at Diaz, and he's taken out.
That's a yellow card. He's not even given a free kick.
I mean, he came right across him and sent him to the floor, and he doesn't give a foul. That is well, I mean, wow.
Well, I'm lost for words.
Gordon's back on the pitch, by the way, but I'm staggered. I mean, Gordon had him for pace there every day of the week.
Well, that's why he did what he did. He just pushed him over, really, didn't he, with his elbow?
Here's Guardiola down the left-hand side into Doku. Doku has Miley to contend with, skips around Miley. And now Doku comes across the field, plays a lovely ball as Dan Burns being pulled across the field. Walker's got lots of time to fire it in. It's 1-0 City, and what a finish that is from Bernardo Silva. And the little back heel into the net. Absolute quality. But again, you have to ask defensively, Billy, where we were there. Because, and Dan Burns going to, I'm not sure what's going on here. Trippier's asking the question about the foul. Dan Burns gone right in to complain. He's right in amongst the City players here. I'm not sure what's gone on there. He's having a word with, well, it's Diaz, isn't he? He's having a chat with. There's all sorts of hell broken loose there, Billy. But what has happened is it's a goal for Manchester City. And, I mean, look, Doku, for me, skips around Miley too easy there, Billy.
Yeah.
But look at this. Why is Dan Burn getting sucked across the field like that?
Well, because he always does. It's you know, we're
but Botman and Shearer there. There's no need to be there.
No, there isn't. There isn't. No, these positional plays are awful. But they do.
Kyle Walker's got so long. What a finish.
That's a great goal. It's a great finish. But, I mean, they do it both sides. Trippier does it. They both get caught into the ball, don't they?
Yeah.
And it's cost us 6-7 goals this season already, Dan Burn doing that. It certainly cost us against Liverpool.
Awful.
It's cost us again today.
Awful play from Dan Burn. I mean, look, that replay just proved it, Billy. Botman and Shea have picked their men up, but I mean, I don't know.
How to play when he does it? I don't know.
I don't know whether he's just. I don't know whether it's just strength there, Billy. I'm not sure.
It looked worse when it was right next to him, didn't it?
Yeah.
The angle we had first was.
Yeah.
But now it's a different game. Now we've got to come out a little bit, and that'll play into their hands, surely.
Well, Longstaff loses the ball. Bruno goes over, free kick to Newcastle. Bruno trying to get him booked there. I don't like that. But anyway, play goes on. Lovely ball across to Miggy. Sorry, Kieran Trippier now on the right-hand side. He's got Almiron bursting in. Trippier sends the ball in. Diaz sends it into the night sky on the edge of the box. And Miggy fighting with Guardiola. Miggy's done really well there to keep the ball. But he's a bit stranded here because he's got Trippier with him and nobody else. And Trippier goes in on Guardiola. That looked like it went out. It did indeed. Throw into Newcastle by the corner flag. That's better.
Yeah, nice bit of a determination from Miggy, that.
Mm-hmm. But I'm disappointed, Billy, because it's all right being under pressure, but then again, we give an absolute stupid goal away. I mean, Dan Burn, there's no need for him to be coming across. It leaves Kyle Walker. Walker's got so much time to pick a pass out. I mean, it's still a worldie of a finish from Bernardo Silva.
Oh, it's terrible.
That's poor from Bruno, and he's given it straight to Doku, and it's a 4-on-4 again for Manchester City. Doku brings it forward. Foden in a very good position, overlapped by Diaz. Foden still. Oh, he's just wide as Phil Foden on his right foot.
Poor from Bruno, that. Dear. We're getting overrun all over the place here. The Macklins have taken the lead at Portman Road, by the way.
Sorry, mate?
The Macklins have taken the lead at Portman Road. Jack Clark.
Who was anonymous last week.
Yeah.
But that seems such a long time ago now. I mean, Man City, every time they get the ball, Billy, I mean, there's Trippier give it away again, and we're in trouble here. What a save by Dubravka onto the crossbar from, again, Silva. But an awful mistake from Trippier, and again, we're our own worst enemy here, giving the ball away in stupid places. And we've done it again. Bruno gives it away. Guardiola steps in. It's Guardiola. He's fired over the bar. And if it wasn't for poor finishing, Man City could be about 4 up in this first half an hour, Billy.
Yeah, they could be out of sight already, couldn't they? We're victims of our own. We're doing it to ourselves. Trippier poor there. We're left wide open in the middle. What a fantastic save from Dubravka.
Certainly is.
It was a good height for him, to be fair. Close to him. And he parried it onto the bar. But ominous, folks. This could be any score, this.
The thing is, Billy, right, I know that Man City are a great side in that, but you can't forgive simple mistakes like that. You just can't. There's no reason for them.
No, absolutely not. And Burn gets dragged in every time, doesn't he? It's ridiculous amount of time he does it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's too far in on the corner of the area when there's a player on the touchline. This time, he was on the penalty spot. He got dragged that far in. It was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous.
Bad play from Burn. It really was.
I don't think Kyle Walker could believe the space he was given there, to be fair.
Not.
Just so much space. It's mental. It really is. But we are so lightweight in midfield. They are just driving through the middle of the field. And it's exactly what we said would happen, Billy.
Yeah, we did.
Without the physicality of Joe Linton, there is nothing there to help Bruno out. And Bruno's having to make, he's having to step in and make awesome tackles. Oh, that's a Newcastle coming forward, headed away. Foden now. Bruno. Rodri intercepts. It comes to Guardiola. He flicks it to Kovacic. Good pressing by Lewis Miley. Very good pressing from Miley. And Miggy's in here. Into the box is Almiron. Right foot cross again.
Oh, get it in the air, Miggy. He was in.
Yeah, it should have been to the back post there, Gordon. Completely unmarked.
But Kovacic is the one we can get out without any shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Here's Lewis Miley. Back to Fabian Schär. See, this is why we shouldn't sit back. We should be giving it a go, Billy, because they are susceptible at the back.
But indeed.
Miley again. Doku wins it. Doku goes on a little bit of a run. Ball bounces free to Botman, and Botman all the way back to Martin Dubravka. Dubravka on the edge of his box now. He goes long, searching. Well, he's searching for the C there. Way over Trippier's head and out. But if it wasn't for that man there, we'd be 2-0 down now.
Yeah, Kovacic is the key to it all. If you can kind of isolate him on the ball, there's a chance of us getting. I mean, look at that possession stats. It's much as we
I'll tell you something, Billy. Longstaff is anonymous.
Yeah,
absolutely anonymous. And Ortega's held onto it too long. And Isak's got a chance here. Great defending. I think it was Rodri actually came back.
I think that could have been
just in the last couple of minutes, Billy. Man City have looked very ropey at the back.
Yeah, they have. It's all from the keeper, isn't it? I mean, great press from Isak to win it.
Certainly is.
Good header. No offside there, but it's a touch, isn't it?
Yeah, just a bit of a heavy touch.
Fantastic bit of play to get back. I think it is Rodri that got back. Unbelievable play.
Yeah. Trippier with a corner for Newcastle United. This is where we need to make it count. I mean, the last few minutes, Billy, they've made some mistakes.
Yeah, they are. They're susceptible, certainly.
We've gone short. Well, it kind of comes to Gordon, fires a low crossing, comes to the edge of the box. Almiron, not sure. Ortega's come out, and Fabian Schär just gives him a little bit of a bump there to let him know he's there. But the ball runs out, and it's a Manchester City goal kick.
Poor corner. Very poor.
I don't get it, man. We've got so much height in the box. Put it in the box, man. That's the frustrating thing about our set pieces, Billy. You know, that ball should be pinged into the sort of between the penalty spot and the 6-yard area for me. Get the height in there and win the bloody ball.
I can understand doing a short corner now and again, but I mean, for it to be against Man City who are pressing you, they're determined to get the ball back at all times. Take advantage of.
Burns fallen over and Foden's taking it. 3-on-3 for Man City. Foden has Alvarez to his right. Alvarez hits a shot to Dubravka down to his right, and it's a corner to Manchester City.
Dan Burns having an absolute torrid game, isn't he? What Bambi, wasn't he there?
Wow. Oh, dear.
But the fact of the matter is, we've all said it.
Well, I mean, we've all seen it. But, I mean, listen, he was hamstrung today as to what he could do. Well, Lewis Hall, I suppose. But, I mean, he hasn't played for so long, Lewis Hall. I mean, would he be any better at the minute? I don't know. He is Foden for City. Took a short corner. And now they're just playing around with it in the final third of the field here. Alvarez for City into Bernardo Silva. He's got an overlap from Kovacic, doesn't use him. Rodri, lovely touch to Foden, but Foden's touch was heavy, and Newcastle clear it, but it's just kicked out straight away. But Man City still have it back. Vardiol. Good. Great play. A brilliant play from Fabian Schär. Wow, some fantastic tackles there from Schär. And Newcastle are in here with Isak. Isak's in. He scored!
What a finish!
What a finish! Isak! It's 1-1.
Gimme!
That's incredible finish from Isak. It's 1-1.
What a goal!
It's bloody bingo time again. It's in James's Park. Billy, that came from two world-class tackles from Fabian Schär. And then the ball over to Isak. I thought he'd missed his chance, but he cuts back onto his right. I mean, his first touch is poor, but what a ball from Bruno. Right into his pail. Just took it on his left a bit wrong, but what a finish from the Swede, Billy.
That's our goal of the season right there, folks.
Sensational.
That's our goal of the season right there. The stuff that Fabian Schär did to win the ball, two fantastic tackles. The skinny play to late inside Bruno. Bruno's first-time pass. The vision, spot Isak. His first switch wasn't great. He cut inside, though. Hit it with his right foot, curved into the corner. It's an absolute 10 out of 10, 24-carat finish from a fantastic player.
Absolutely.
What a goal that is.
Shave my backside with a rusty razor, guys. We're back in it. It's 1-1. And to be fair, the last 5-10 minutes, Billy, it's been coming.
Yeah, it has, yeah. And Ipswich have equalised against the Magpies, even better.
Well, there you go. But here's Doku running forward for City. Great tackle from Byrne. He's got more to do here, though, Dan Byrne. And plays it away for a throw-in.
Yeah, did well there.
Rachel Pedley, thank you for your super chat. Just says needed. Absolutely. Anoy, thank you for your super chat. Get in, man, he says. Well, but here comes City again. Doku. Oh, right across the box to Guardiola. He hits it low. It's blocked by Cher again. And Trippier gets it to Miggy. And Miggy goes past Kovacic like he's not there, but then has to turn back to Trippier. Trippier fires the ball forward towards Isak.
Oh.
I'll tell you what, Billy, Isak's press has been good today. And Gordon's away now down the left-hand side for Newcastle. Gordon hitting towards the penalty area, going against the City defense. Oh! Gordon! And Newcastle are 2-1 up! Oh, it's a sensational goal! And Newcastle have turned it around in a couple of minutes!
And I did want to look at me goal, lad!
Great Manchester City have no idea what's hit them. We have just seen 2 worldy goals, Billy.
Isak's press made that one, but Gordon, what a finish that is. And
that's sensational.
It's just unbelievable. Cole Walker ain't got a clue what to do. It's a fantastic goal.
Oh!
It really is a fantastic goal.
How can you believe this? It's 2-1 to Newcastle.
I don't know how, but we are. It's been two moments of absolute Paul Daniels magic.
Oh, my God. That is absolutely incredible. Guardiola doesn't know what to do. George, thanks for your super chat. Having a crap night, but that brought a smile to my face. Thank you, George. I hope your night gets better, matey. Anoy, thank you for another super chat. Effing hell, man. Yes. And stop calling me he. Sorry.
Anne. It's cute in the name.
It is, yes. Bazabrush, thank you for your super chat. Simply just says, wow, it's Newcastle 2, Manchester City 1. Coming up to 38 minutes gone. And I have never seen such a weird first half in all my life.
Well, we've been playing off the park for 35 minutes. It's 38. And yet we're
Doku's away here with Botman. Doku, he's still got it. Botman's there, though, to make a tackle. Brilliant from Botman. Never gave it up.
And they say that
as Rick Astley would say, Billy, never going to give you up. Because he didn't, Billy.
Yeah, I mean, they said that's slow, but I mean, he's actually caught up with Doku there. He's one of the quickest players in the league and got his foot in. Fantastic defending from the big Dutchman. Nearly called him a Swede then. George,
thank you for another super chat. Now that's really cheered me up, he says. Absolutely. Billy's calling people Swedes when the Dutch and everything. It's all going incredibly here. Mary, thank you for your super chat. Feck, wow, get in. Corner Man City, swung across, headed away by Byrne.
It's the hope that kills you, though, isn't it?
Out to play for a Manchester City throw in.
It's the hope that kills you now, though. We've got the lead. Can we hit them on the counter again and again and again? That's the clue. I mean, Isak looks unstoppable tonight.
And tell you what,
Gordon's pace.
Cut my tails with a hacksaw. I mean toes, Billy, not tails.
If you want to cut your tails, you go for it.
I mean, Guardiola just has no idea what's just happened there. I mean, Man City controlling the game.
Do we? We're watching it. We've not got no idea, really.
I mean, it's quite simply incredible. I mean, simply incredible.
Absolutely phenomenal goals. Fitted curlers into the corner. I mean, they could have had Edson in goal with Ortega and they wouldn't have stopped them.
Nah, absolutely fabulous finishes. And the thing is, I thought Isak his first touch, Billy, for Isak's goal, he kind of miscontrolled it, which
helped, didn't it?
Yeah, because he was able to pull it back onto his right foot. But here comes City again. Doku into the penalty area, going against Trippier. Doku, brilliant tackle, Trippier. Miley then lays it back to Trippier. Back to Miley and Newcastle on the attack again now with Miley. Miley plays it down the line. It's a beautiful ball for Isak. Isak's in the box. It's Isak. Good save by Ortega. It could have been 3-1. Wow.
Probably
incredible football, this. Trippier now down the right-hand side. He plays it down for Isak again. Isak's ball is blocked by Ake. Corner, Newcastle.
This is what we look. I mean, counter-attacking football. This is as good as you're ever going to see, isn't it? It's what a ball that is from Miley, by the way. What a ball that is.
It's brilliant. And Isak stays on side as well. And he had the pace on Diaz as well. Ortega, though, stayed big. Just got it with his right arm, Billy.
He positioned himself well, didn't he? Probably could do with a little chip, couldn't it? A little Alberto up there.
Yeah. And it's a corner now for Newcastle, which Trippier will take. They're not going short this time. Man City have been completely rocked. They look so temperamental at the back. In it comes. And just flicked away. I think it was Ake that managed to get ahead on it. Almiron plays it back to Longstaff. Longstaff, lovely ball towards Trippier, but he can't get there.
Unlucky. Great vision, great run. Just a yard, if that, too heavy, wasn't it? But yeah, similar to last year, isn't it? Similar to last year's game. Exactly. Yeah, it's very similar.
It's absolutely bizarre. I mean, you know, if somebody had told me after 20 minutes we'd be 2-1 up heading towards half-time, I'd have laughed at them, Billy. I really would have laughed at them.
What if someone had said it 10 minutes ago when it looked like a one-way traffic and we never looked like really caused any problems? But since then, it's been, well, two moments of magic.
Newcastle United, the classic roller coaster. Dylan, thank you for your super chat as Foden runs towards. Great tackle by Cher again, who's been monumental in this game. Dylan, Sir Anthony Gordon, MBE, OBE, and keys to the city, please. Well, I tell you what, I mean, what a finish that was, because there wasn't anything else on for Anthony Gordon, to be fair.
They just give a free kick for that, which is, well, it's a little bit different, I guess, to what he did to Gordon, but well, that's me being a bit biased, I would say.
A little slight, really. We'll let you off for it, though. Here's Rodri for City in the centre circle. Newcastle's confidence is flying at the moment, is absolutely sky high. Avina, thank you very much for joining the membership again. Most kind of you. Welcome to Members Club. Tell you what. Oh, that's not a great ball either. And Trippier's onto it in a shot. Trippier bursting down the right. He needs help in the box. He's pulled it across and no one there to tap it home.
Terrific ball across the
Brilliant ball. And Anthony Gordon was just a yard and a half behind.
Yeah, I wish he started his run a little bit earlier. You know, it's fantastic anticipation from Trippier to get the ball in the first place. But, I mean, Gordon's trying his damnedest to get in there.
Yeah, he just delayed slightly, didn't he? And then went for the run. But by the time that he started his main sprint, the ball was already coming across.
But it was a fantastic ball from Trippier. He's had a great first half, Trippier, but incidentally.
He's been brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. He gave the ball away in that first 15 minutes once and then never looked back. And here he is on the ball again, just inside the City half. It's a beautiful ball played over the top. Almiron is onto it. No offside! And Miggy's put it wide!
He was offside.
And I don't know if the flag hasn't gone up, Billy.
No, right.
And if he's onside, that's a huge miss.
Oh, he's miles off. He's miles
offside. Wow. I mean, dear God. How has the linesman not put his flag up there?
Yeah. I thought he was miles off, must be honest. I don't think Miggy did.
I don't think we've seen the last of the goals, Billy, in this game for me.
Oh, well, I hope we have. I hope we have.
Well, I hope so, yeah. But I highly doubt it, though.
Yeah,
Kyle Walker. Coming up to a minute to go of normal time in the first half. Walker clips it forward. Botman heading away. Longstaff to Bruno. Bruno tries to barge his way through, but no outlet there. Back to Bernardo. Morgan, thank you for your super chat. Visiting the missus in the pub on my ones with my headphones on, listening to yous. Can I complain? Excellent. Oh, man.
Oh, Christ.
Foden's found a lot of space here. Foden's still going. A good tackle by Trippier.
Yes, it was. I mean, Botman nearly brought him down, didn't he?
Well, Botman nearly cut him in half, but he managed to avoid him. City finishing the half strong. Rodri on the ball now. And Isak feels like he got an arm in his face. And here's Doku for City into Alvarez. Alvarez has got Kyle Walker here on the outside. Walker can't get the ball across. Good covering from Anthony Gordon. Alvarez now. Alvarez to Rodri. Rodri's got Guardiola, but he plays a little chip through to Dubravka. And he holds onto the ball. Still 2-1 Newcastle United.
There's going to be a lot of injury time here. I'm going to guess 10 minutes here.
Yeah, well, Edison was down for a long time, wasn't he? So,
and the VAR as well, which was ridiculous.
Yeah. Still haven't had it confirmed yet what the injury time is yet. 8 minutes.
Well, 8 minutes.
So we've still got 8 minutes to go. There. Yeah, here's Miggy again running down. And again, he goes at Guardiola. And he's got the pace on Guardiola. And Guardiola brought him down.
He hadn't played the ball, eh?
And Newcastle win it back, though. Brilliant work from Kieran Trippier. Trippier now sends in a cross. Gordon gets there. And Longstaff was standing miles offside. And now Ortega comes out to claim the ball.
Ooh.
It's. I mean, this is incredible, Billy.
Does he get the ball here? Does he get the ball here?
He just did. Yeah.
Yeah, he
just
did. Yeah.
It away.
Yeah, good challenge.
Miggy gave him too much there, to be honest. I thought he might have played that ball a little sooner. Isak going in on Ortega again. Ortega plays it long. Only finds Dan Burn. What's Burn in the middle of the field for? Why is he not? His position's shocking there, Billy. If
what a little flip that is.
Bruno now to Almiron. Almiron has an overlap again. This time it's Miley. Miley's ball in front. Gordon came onto it well. Isak misses the ball. Wonderful chance for Isak. And he miskicks it.
Great tackle on stuff. You lying tosser.
Come on.
How do you not swear when you see shit like that?
Well, Dan Burn wins the ball, but I'm not sure why the hell Dan Burn was where he was in the first place there.
But that was never free kick and he won Sunday.
No, he won the ball, but that was quite clear to see. And here come Manchester City now with Doku running the Trippier. Doku has got round him when he's ran the ball out of play. Goal kick Newcastle. Doku is furious, but that was clearly out.
You can't kick it from the front row of the Gallagate, mate. That's the rules of the game. You have to stick on the pitch. You know, the white bits.
That's where the white lines are.
Jeremy, listen.
Listen up, son. Oh, Isak's made another good run just off the back of Diaz, but Diaz does well to keep his eye on the ball. He could have been put off there by the run from Isak, Billy, but he wasn't.
Well, if he didn't make that, Isak was clean through, wasn't he?
He was, yeah. Here's Rodri for Manchester City. Looks to the right-hand side again. Kyle Walker's making a run, but he plays it now. And Bruno's very late, but he plays on. Bruno was very late there. That could be trouble. However, Foden here, that looked offside as well. Flag has not gone up. So many talking points in this first half so far. That's a Bush. Thank you very much for another super chat. How do you not swear when you see shit like that? With a laughing emoji. Indeed.
I mean, a proper swear word. Shit don't count as a swear word this day.
Nah.
I nearly went Frank Boff and everything then.
Well, I dropped an F-bomb, so, but hey, how, you know.
Oh, well played.
Oh, that's a late tackle as well by Kyle Walker.
Oh, referee!
Oh, hey!
Stay with his elbow there, ref!
And Rodri's lost the plot here. Now, VAR need to have a look at that.
What am I
The yellow card has come out. I'm not sure who the yellow card's to here, but all hell is broken loose. I think he's booked Rodri. It's definitely a yellow card for Man City. I want to see what happened here, Billy. Oh, I tell you what.
Nah, I don't think there's anything in that.
And then he's very late in on Bruno. There wasn't no elbow or anything. I think it is just a yellow. But Bruno,
I don't think there's anything in that. I think he's just.
He was late though, Billy. That's the thing. He did step on his foot. We've seen bookings for that before. Whoo! This is at everything, Billy.
What a game of football this has been.
Rodri, shut up and wipe your nose, mate.
Yeah, a bit of a Jew drop there, isn't there?
Well, it's all getting a little bit handbags at the minute.
Bruno just needs to let his feet do the talking because, with the ball at his feet, I mean, not his feet.
Yeah, but also, Billy, what I will say is Rodri's lost his rag, and he might be to get at it at the minute.
Yeah.
Guys, please do keep subscribing. Bottom right-hand corner. And click subscribe. We really want to finish as high as we can after the Matchday Live today. So please do keep subscribing to the channel and come and be part of this amazing community. Oh, it's great play by Kovacic. But Miggy gets back with a brilliant tackle. Fabulous work from Almiron there to win the ball back. And now it's Miley's. He's got to spin back and he's got Cher in support. And Cher will take it to the line and just launch it up the field. Almiron is surely offside there.
Come on, Miggy. God, you know the rules of the game.
It's not Miggy. It's Trippier, mate.
Trippier?
Yeah.
What's he doing up there?
He's holding his wrist there. We've had 5 minutes of the additional 8. And this has been all over the place. I mean, how do you sum this first half up in 15-minute break? It's unbelievable.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Predator says, keep winding Rodri up. He's definitely getting himself sent off, can't control himself. He is losing the plot a little bit. Here's Bruno. Inside to Almiron. Almiron, that's offside on Gordon. He made it run too early, but great play from Miggy again, I have to say.
Miley delayed the pass there. If he'd have played it first time, he could have got it straight through. But yeah, I've been really impressed with Miggy. His industrial industriousness. Industry.
Yes.
What's the word for it? Industry?
Industry or whatever you want to call it.
Fantastic.
He is Rodri now for Manchester City, bringing it forward again. Kovacic coming up to 2 minutes of the additional time left at the end of the first half. Newcastle incredibly 2-1 ahead. I don't know what's happened. It's gone in a blink of an eye this first half. I have no idea anymore.
And
Here's
then
Miley.
Oh, come on, Lewis. You've got to have better vision than that.
Yeah, that's poor. That's terrible from Miley, and he knows it. And now let's put Manchester City in again with Kovacic. Kovacic out to Doku. Doku into the penalty area. Plays it across. Trippier intercepts corner Man City right at the end of the half. Blake, thank you very much for your super sticker. Much appreciated, matey.
Yeah, if Miley had a bit of life to that, he could have sent Isaac through one-on-one with the keeper.
Yeah.
He's 17 now. We do forget that at times.
Yeah, he's done all right, to be honest. In comes the corner from Manchester City. Dubravka punches and somehow ends up with the ball.
Catch the fucking thing.
He took a bang in the nose.
What's he punch with two hands for when he can catch it?
Well,
go away with it.
It was the ball that hit him on the nose very gently. I mean, I don't think there's any need to sort of look as if you've got a broken nose, Martin. A minute left of the additional time at the end of the first half. Newcastle 2, Manchester City 1. It has been an incredible first half of football. Miley wins it back. And now he is Isak going at Ake. Ake now trying to watch where the runs are coming. And this is a brilliant run from Isak. And Bruno's played it out to the right-hand side. There's nobody there because I think Trippier's just holding back. There was a good break again from Newcastle, though. And to be fair, Billy, Man City are there to be got at the back. There's no doubt about that. The pace we're showing up front is breathtaking.
Yeah, the weaknesses haven't got a left back in the squad, have they? They're using centre halves out there. Miggy's taking full advantage of that.
Yeah,
but more surprising is what Anthony Gordon's doing to Kyle Walker.
Yeah, he's all over him here, and he's won it back for Newcastle. The ball bounces to Bernardo Silva. They got away with that one, and I think that'll do it for the first half. Few seconds left now in extra time.
No, let him play on because they've got the ball, wouldn't they? You can imagine if we had the ball now, blow up.
He's blown up. Half time, and it's Newcastle United leading Manchester City by 2-1 at half time. And quite frankly, an absolutely incredible first half of football. I have no idea what I've just watched there, Billy, and it's extremely difficult to sum that up.
Well, you can't, can you? It was at times it looked like we were going to get steamrolled. We were going to end up on the end of a big defeat, but a bit of magic from Alexander Isak and a bit of magic from Anthony Gordon. And since then, we've looked the better side, I think. If I'm perfectly honest, we've looked more dangerous than them. We've created more clear-cut chances than them. So it's been a fantastic game of football. It really has. From a neutral's point of view, God, nothing not to like, is there?
Well, I must admit, Billy, after 20 minutes, I thought this was going to be about 5-6 now to Manchester City.
Yeah, exactly.
If I'm plainly obvious and honest, we were getting steamrolled. There was no doubt that their first goal was coming. No doubt that goal was coming. They score through some very poor defending, and then suddenly we equalise, and then a minute and a half later we're ahead.
But when you've got magic in your side, though, with like Isak, what he can do with the football at his feet, you've always got a sniff of a chance, haven't you? And it's the same with Gordon. I mean, his finish they're both fantastic finishes. If you see one of them a season, you feel lucky. We've seen two in 5 minutes.
I mean, look, it was incredible from Isak because that ball was played through for him, and we thought he'd blown the opportunity because he took it on his left. It was a bit of a sort of missed touch, but it played into his hands because he was then able to curl the ball in. And then, of course, Anthony Gordon's finish, well, just simply sensational. We're joined by Stato. Alex, try, if you can, and sum that first half up.
Absolutely fantastic. Amazing game of football so far. Great pressing, great desire, passion from both sides, quality from both sides. Apart from the referee, shocking, absolutely abysmal, but somehow we're still in the lead. Just outrageous. And for all you naysayers out there, this is what happens when we are not tired, when players have had rest, when we play once a week. This is the difference. It's the same players. We're missing Joe Linton. It's the same players. Everybody's got 10% more quality on the ball, 10% better passing, 10% better acceleration, a little bit more clinical, more focus, more desire, more hunger, more running, more everything. That's the difference. This is exactly what we were doing at the start of the season. It's there. It's
the
there.
The worry is though the bench. But like Billy said at the start, if we're winning this game 2-1, he's got a lot of defensive options to come on. We've got a super chat from Graham Ritchie. Thank you very much, mate. What a first half. I'm knackered watching this. Great commentary, lads. Well, I'm knackered commentating. Yeah, it's incredible. It's just unbelievable. I mean, Alex, the first goal, City, dominant 20 minutes. I mean, nothing more can be said by that. They were dominant. However, Dan Burn, what on earth was he doing for their goal? He shouldn't be coming that far inside when Sharon Botman is standing there anyway with the marking.
No, I disagree with that. I think there was extra space because Gordon wasn't there because he'd been fouled, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, but
that space is covered.
Yeah.
I put, and again, on the foul, there are people that are going to say that's a foul. I don't think that should be. I think it should be a foul in the modern day because he's not playing the ball. He's moved 2 or 3 meters out of the sort of trajectory of the ball to just go and follow the player. Now it's football, not playable. You follow the ball. So Diaz has gone completely the wrong way to just go and push Gordon off the field. It's got to be a foul all day of the week. And then that doesn't happen because there's a massive space that got exploited. It's a great goal, but the space was exploited because Gordon's not there. I'm not going to blame Dan Burn for that because he's just got to try and pick a space because there's no Gordon there.
Yeah, but he's a left back, Stato, and he's got time. There's 30 seconds between the goal and
was it perfect? No, it wasn't. Burns been hot and cold, a few slips and trips, and a couple of okay bits, but I'm not going to blame him entirely for that. There was space.
I just don't think he should have come right across there when Cher and Botman are there anyway, marking the two men. But it's all about opinions, I suppose. Tommy, thank you for your super chat. This is a prize fight out there. Hold on to your nutsacks in the second half, he says.
Yeah, it's going to be a long old 45 minutes, ain't it?
Oh, is it not? Calvin, thank you for your super chat. Trippier's been outstanding. Yes. I think we've seen the very best of Trippier again, Billy.
Yeah, and unbelievable today. He really has been defensively and getting us going forward as well. But, I mean, that first goal, I just can't get over the Fabian Schär bit. And then the pass to Bruno. The vision of Bruno, that pass is Willock-esque. It's his first time. Oh, I just can't get over it. It's the best goal scored all season by a country mile for me.
I mean, Alex, we're 1-0 down, then suddenly we break. Isak, I thought he took a bit of a funny touch on it. Turns out it led to him being able to curl that in with his right foot. And then 2 minutes later, Anthony Gordon hits an absolute stunner as well. I mean, 2 absolute quality goals.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit naive from Kyle Walker, switched off a tiny bit, just dangled a leg out, really. Strange from him. And it's kind of the opposite of what we've seen in recent weeks. We've all had this conversation. I think all the channels, even on telly, they've all had the conversation about overplaying, too many passes. And both sort of situations were as a result of us not doing that and just hitting the ball. And they weren't really ready for it. They kind of lazily defended that because maybe they were expecting us to work the opportunity a bit more, play an extra few passes. We tried it early doors and we made a hash of it. So hit it first time, sometimes it will go in, and it has. It's gone in twice. So great goals.
JT Toon, thank you for your super chat. What a first half that was. Our front three have been electric and we're getting into some good space going forward. How are the lads? This is winnable. The thing is, Alex, it is winnable because Manchester City do look susceptible at the back.
Massively. I mean, we are really, really putting pressure on that back line. They're playing a really high line. Miggy, again, has been offside about 62,000 times so far in this first half. However, it is for a reason. He is massively offside in all of those opportunities, so he needs to try and get it a bit closer. But yeah, we've been testing that line. We've been pressing them. We've been going at them. Bruno has been fantastic as well.
Awesome.
There's been a couple of times, there was no need to give away that yellow card early doors because now he's, with the way Phil Foden and Bernardo Silva are playing, we might need a cheeky little tactical foul in the second half. He now can't do that, which is annoying, but it is what it is. Other phases of his play have been absolutely outrageous. The back heel flick into space for Trippier to run onto. Some of the stuff he's doing for releasing people. Obviously, I think he gets a credit for the assist for Isak's goal as well.
I've just seen it now, Alex. It's an unbelievable pass.
If this doesn't prove that Bruno really needs to be an 8 or an attacking midfielder or something of that caliber, he's great at what he does, but I just want to see him playing as an attacking midfielder because when he starts doing it's like you're in Brazil, just literally watching Rabonas and little backheel flicks and through balls. It's beautiful. We've got quality in this side, and even defensively, Botman's tackle on Doku, racing back from a recovery run. Everybody said when we signed Botman too slow. Well, he's just caught Doku up and put the ball out. He's amazing. It's just exceptional from everyone.
Channel Right, thank you for your super chat. Thanks got to be given to Dubravka. Trissy, thank you for your super chat. I need to lie down after that. Who the hell doesn't? It's been incredible. Ian Spoons, thank you for another super chat. He says, what a belter. Tell Alex, Paul, I love him. He's here. He knows he's seen it. Dylan, thanks for your super chat. Isak runs have been the key, forward and positive. Keith Truscott, thank you for a super chat. He says, when City start using their subs, could be a worry. But other than that, superb effort from all. Get in, come on. DJ, thank you for yours. He says, Isak and Bruno have been amazing. Burn worries me, though. Game on. Game on! Alex, Man City do have a strong bench. There's no doubt about that. They've got the players there. They've got De Bruyne. They've got Grealish. Players who can't change the game.
They have indeed. We just need to make sure we're switched on. I mean, the space behind the midfield, just in front of the back four, has been gotten at a few times. We need to make sure we keep an eye on Foden. There was some good communication about Bernardo Silva's floaty runs early doors. Even the commentary picked up on that with Longstaff and Byrne pointing that out. Well done to those two. However, we just can never, ever, ever switch off with this team. All it takes is Phil Foden, and to be fair, now they've added another one, because Grealish wasn't the kind of player that could burst through 5 players, whereas Doku is. Doku can just go past. Doku's like a strong maxi. He can just walk through 4 players. So we need to be careful, because if they find that space and drive, we've just got to get another goal, because one goal doesn't win this for us. I mean, we were 3-1 up last year and we didn't win it. So we need another goal at least. We need to make the set pieces count. We worked a funny short corner, didn't work. We need to get the ball in the box. Gordon didn't get it past the first man. We need to get the ball in the box. We've got big lads on the pitch. Botman and Burn are enormous. Cher's got a good head on him. We need to make sure we get another goal, because I don't think we win this with 2 goals. And we've got quality. Miggy, by the way, we haven't mentioned this yet at halftime, using his right foot 2 games in a row. Keep doing it. It's great. We'll get a goal from it. If he keeps doing it, we will get a goal from it. It's brilliant. Keep doing it.
I think Miggy's been fine. Guys, we've got nearly 2,100 people watching. Thank you so much for your support this afternoon. Please do subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Let's see what we can finish on tonight as we head towards 27,000. Thank you so much. Please do subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Keep the likes coming in as well. Very important to the channel that we keep those coming in, guys. So thank you for all your support this afternoon, all your super chats. It's really incredible. Right, I'm going to ask you both. Where does this second half go, Billy?
Absolutely good. You would never predict what happened in the first half. So second, anything could happen. I hope we score first and make it, an easy game for us. But this could go anything. Could be another 4-3, couldn't it?
Oh God, Alex, what about you? I mean, I know you said there, get another goal. I think that's very important. But we've got to be strong in defence, haven't we? We've got to shore that up and make sure that we don't allow City. Because what was happening, Alex, I don't know whether you noticed that, but certainly Foden and Bernardo Silva will find that little pocket of space between our midfield and back four in that first 20 minutes, and it was causing us all sorts of problems.
Yeah, I mean, we need to do something about it. It was more because they just didn't have any fluid positions. There was one point, there was a block of time, I can't remember when it was, between like 35 and 40, where Isak had come back and was tracking Silva, which was quite weird. And they were just improvising, because the problem is Man City is so interchangeable. They just float everywhere. Like at one point, Gvardiol was stood where the 10 sits, and they're just everywhere. It's so hard to mark and so hard to be in the right shape and make sure you don't lose a man. But we've improvised. We've had to improvise defensively by people sort of communicating with each other. We've done really well. However, they are still finding pockets. Even if we play the perfect game, they're still going to find those pockets, because Foden is just elite, as is Bernardo Silva. In terms of score, what you said, I think. I back us to score another one. I think we're good for it. I think we can score another goal in the second half. But I think Man City will also score at least a goal. So I'm just going to put it out there and say we'll both score 1 each in the second half, and hopefully we'll end up winning the game based on that. So we'll win 3-2.
I think the key is we've got to keep Bruno on the pitch.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, look, I don't know what Guardiola will say to them, to maybe get it, Bruno. But certainly, Rodri's there to get at as well. He lost his head a bit towards the end of the half there. So I think he's to get at as well.
Well, they got very favourable treatment from the referee, in my opinion, in the first half. So I don't know what they're complaining about. They got a lot of decent decisions. They got protected. And the referee finally got cards out because he started to lose control of the game and Rodri needed booking because they were just basically whinging when nothing was going their way. You've got to get cards out. You've got to get control of the game because it was getting a bit angry from our side and their side. You need to control the game. You need to make sure you protect the players and people don't get hurt. That is his job. So he needs to do better. The referee was very poor in that first half.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, listen, Alex, thank you very much. We'll speak to you at the end of the game, buddy.
Fingers crossed for a victory. See you soon, everyone.
See you soon. So Alex will be back at full time. And, of course, Billy and Alex will be doing their Patreon podcast at the end of the game with their match reaction. I'll be doing one here on YouTube that will be recorded and obviously uploaded a bit later on this evening. Edward Gorn, thank you very much for your super chat. He says, so it's like the 3-3 game. Very much. I mean, there's not much difference, Billy, to last year. I mean, it's, cracking goals, energy from both sides, really giving it a go. And to be fair to us, that's what I've loved about Newcastle. We haven't sat back now. We scored and we didn't sit back. We thought, well, hang on a minute. We've got the equaliser. Let's go on from this.
Yeah, let's hope we can get another one. The difference between this year and last year, of course, is the big Norwegian up front, isn't he? He's not on the pitch today, so maybe that's a plus for us. Without him there, are they as strong as a striking unit? Absolutely not. Let's hope we can maintain this lead, and at some point we're going to see KDB in the second half, no doubt. But it's hard to walk into a game of this magnitude, of this pace and speed, and just get straight into it. Even the greats struggle. Yeah. So can KDB come and do something?
Well, I'm just wondering, Billy, if he does make a change at half-time, Guardiola, and brings him on for Kovacic, because I think Kovacic has got into some useful positions, but had it been De Bruyne, it may have been a little bit different.
Yeah, he's certainly the weak link. He's not got the legs of the others. He's notably slower than our midfield. Our midfield have run past him. They're both Trippier, also Miggy, also Bruno, and Miley run past him at times. So he's certainly the weak link. We stood off him at the Etihad and let him control the game. That hasn't happened tonight.
Oh, just looking at Manchester City in the tunnel there, Billy. I don't know whether you've got the same pictures as me.
I have, yeah. Kovacic is coming out for the second half. So all that we just said, take a notice of it.
Yeah, we're talking bollocks.
Excuse me.
Dylan says, I think we're forgetting having Edison out has been a huge bonus for us.
Yes, probably.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, look, you've got to have... Listen, if you're going to beat the likes of Manchester City, you've got to have an element of luck about it. And maybe that is the look that we needed to have. But let's take nothing away from the lads. They've been very energetic. I want to see more from Longstaff, though, Billy. I think he's still not done it for me in the first half.
No, he's done a lot of unseen work. He's been
maybe, yeah. But I think Miley's done more with the ball.
Yeah, he has, yeah. But that's what he's going to do. He's more technically minded, isn't he? It'd be interesting to see what Man City do second half, how long they wait. Pep might think they can break us down, but I think it's a good point about Edison, because obviously Ortega isn't as good playing the ball out from the back, and Edison can assist himself, can't he, with his passing? So they have lost a bit of a weapon there with him being out. So let's take advantage of it. Let's get another one and let's win the game.
Absolutely.
Pep don't look good, does he?
No, he's looked a bit sort of gaunt and a bit worried. Maybe he's got the flu. I don't know. But anyway, Newcastle will kick us off. They are attacking the Gallagher in the second half. It's 20-7. This game's kicking off way late second half. But that was probably because of the additional time at the end of the first, of course. I forgot about that. It is going to be Alexander Isak to get us underway. And remember, no spoilers in the chat, please. Let's just all watch the game and enjoy it. If you're ahead of us, don't say anything in the chat until something is mentioned by myself and Billy. So here we go. We're underway for the second half. I don't think I can take another first 45 like that, Billy. No. I'm knackered.
Yeah, let's just have a nondescript shit second half. Both teams giving the ball away plenty, and let's just walk off with a 2-1.
What's that song, Billy? King of Wishful Thinking?
Yes, it is. Yeah, China Crisis.
Yeah. Immediately, Miley gets stuck in there on Kovacic. Just gives him a little bump to let him know he's there. And the ball is now with Diaz. Diaz out to the right-hand side to Kyle Walker. Walker plays a lovely ball down the line, looking for the run of Alvarez, but Sven Botman is there and brilliantly intercepts the ball to Bruno. Bruno turns quickly inside to Miley. Miley, lovely touch, and got it forward to Isak. Isak.
What a free kick,
Well, he's kind of wave play on there. So
he played the advantage, and then about 0.3 of a second later, Isak didn't get it, and he played on.
Yeah. But then again, we're going to see that from the... Expect to see a lot of that, Billy, from the referee in the second half, mate, because that's just going to happen. There's nothing we can do about that. You know, everything will be goaded towards Man City, I do believe, in this second 45. Kyle Walker now on the right-hand side, inside to Bernardo Silva. What I don't want us to do, Billy, is just sit back and try and park the bus for the win. I think we can't play like that.
No. Well, we've been caught out by how many times?
Yeah. I mean, when we have to defend, fair enough. But the way we've been breaking out, of course, it's caused City all sorts of trouble. Miley wins a header. Burn heads it forward. There's no challenge on Rodri. He's allowed to bring the ball down. Plays it forward to Alvarez. Botman all over the back of him does well, but City get the ball with Guardiol now. Guardiol inside to Alvarez. Alvarez just outside the penalty area. Now to Doku. Doku is challenged by Kieran Trippier. And Miggy there loses the ball in a dangerous place. Kovacic to Rodri. Bernardo Silva plays it out wide now to Kyle Walker again. City starting this second half pretty much as they did the first, on the front foot here. Rodri on the ball now. It's a good run from Kyle Walker behind Dan Burn. Burn did really well. Stretched ahead and managed to get to it, and it's a corner for City, Billy.
Yeah, it's dangerous, wasn't it? And Dan Burn, in the end, did well to get his head to it, but, you know, the fullbacks may have nodded that back to the goalkeeper, but at least Dan Burn got it away.
Yeah. I think he was really stretched there. Hippie says, your commentary is so much better than what's on TV. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Man City now trying to get down the right-hand side, and good pressing by Newcastle as Isak comes out to meet Kyle Walker. Bernardo Silva plays it inside now to Phil Foden. Foden has Diaz in support. Back to Rodri, who is very much the engine room for Manchester City. There's no doubt about that. Yeah. And he's found Doku here on the left-hand side. Doku has Miley in front of him. Miley presses him and has to go back to Kovacic. Kovacic now back to Doku. Doku skips around Miley, but Trippier is there. Brilliant tackle. And Miggy now will take the ball and run with it, but he's not strong enough. Guardiol's knocked him off the ball and won it back for City. Bernardo Silva now. Gordon comes to meet him. Played inside now to Foden. Foden will go out again to the right-hand side to Kyle Walker. Walker now takes a look, see who's available. He's got Bernardo Silva here. Rodri, around 40 yards from goal now, into Kovacic. Kovacic can't go anywhere. He's blocked again. And Rodri now, that's a good ball. Walker's in space here. Good play by Dan Burn to get away for a corner. But again, we're getting done on that right-hand side.
Yeah, Gordon, ball watcher, wasn't he there? Rather than looking at who was behind him and the ball in behind him, I've got Walker in, but good positioning from Dan Burn to get it away.
Certainly was. City have another corner. Alvarez across to take it again. And then it comes swinging towards the penalty spot, and Dan Burn gets a right foot to that one, clears it into the night sky. City coming down the right-hand side again now with Alvarez. Alvarez into the box, cleared away by Burn. City, though, get it back. Very much the way the first half started, Billy.
Yeah, this is Chelsea mode, isn't it, really? It's 9 men behind the ball, and Isak just in front of it. In fact, it's 10 men behind the ball, because Isak's actually behind it himself now, so...
Yep, here's Doku into Rodri. Rodri about 40 yards out from goal, pressed by Longstaff. Makes a bit of space, plays it inside, little one-touch football from Manchester City. Dubravka should have been quicker there. Cher was expecting him.
Yeah.
But Cher stayed calm and got the ball to Trippier.
He did.
But City win the ball back again. Oh, Foden, what a lovely touch from Phil Foden. But good work from Cher, forcing him wide. Doku has to go back to Kovacic on the edge of the box. Kovacic hits a shot blocked by Cher again. Gordon, that's not very good from Gordon. Can't clear it to Isak. But City have to go back to Ake. What a drag back that was by Foden, Billy.
Unbelievable, wasn't it? Unbelievable skill. Great play there from Miggy.
Yeah, wins it back from Doku. Bruno now to Longstaff. Longstaff spins.
Too weak.
Oh, he's too soft again. And that's going to be a foul by Dan Burn. Free kick to City, round about 25 yards out. And that all came from, again, Longstaff dawdling on the ball, which we've mentioned many, many times. He hasn't got that kind of time certainly not against Manchester City.
Yeah, Roger was all over like a cheap suit there, wasn't he? And Dan Burn gave the strategic foul there because we were in trouble if he'd have got through there. And we still might be because it's a dangerous place to give a free kick away with the players they've got in their lineup. Yeah. Silva, Foden, Alvarez, all can hit free kicks.
I don't know what they're complaining about with the referee now. Probably asking why there wasn't a yellow card there, but surely they're not allowed to do that. Sorry, I forgot to put the scoreboard on. There you go, guys. Do apologise for that. Keep subscribing, guys. Bottom right-hand corner. Thank you so much for your support as we push for our 27,000 subscribers. It looks like Michael Oliver's fourth official there, Billy. That was Michael Oliver talking to Guardiola. I mean, fourth official's a little bit different to being on the actual pitch, isn't he? So
Dubravka's got to have this lined up well because Alvarez is a demon from here, I've got to say.
Yeah, this is dangerous. Very, very dangerous.
Perfect distance as well. He doesn't have to worry about getting up and down because he's got plenty of distance to do it. Here he goes.
Yeah, here's Alvarez. And Dubravka flying off to his left and pushes it away. Foden will keep it in, though. And City start again now. Here is Alvarez again. I think it was a comfortable height for Dubravka, Billy, but he still had to handle it. Alvarez now to Rodri. Rodri plays it through, but Dubravka is going to let that roll out for a goal kick to Newcastle. Just a little bit of respite here. Brilliant free kick. Yeah, good height for Dubravka. We've got two good hands to it, Billy.
Yeah. Message saying sort your screen out for the overlays.
I've done it.
What that means?
Make it bigger.
Okay.
I didn't make it bigger so people could see the scoreboard and everything, but there you go. It is now back to normal size. And a long ball from Dubravka. Dan Burn goes up for it, gets a header onto it. Comes to Gordon, takes it down nicely. Isak's offside. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, I mean, I think had Gordon just got that first time, Bill, Isak was away. But I like Isak's game today. He's playing on the shoulder of the centre-backs, Billy.
Yeah, he is. He's really off the channels, isn't he? And that is a super game today, really has.
Yep, absolutely.
Just hope he can last the 90 minutes because, I mean, wow. I don't want to see him walking around the pitch because he's knackered. And I
mean, is there any reason he shouldn't last the 90, Billy? They've had a week off. They've had a week, you know.
He's done a lot chase the ball, hasn't he?
Yeah, but these guys are elite athletes. They should be fit to play one game a week, Billy. I mean, but he is Trippier bombing forward. Miggy gets the ball. Miley made a good run there. Trippier now clips it over, looking for the runner, Bruno. Bruno takes it nicely on his right foot. Bruno's ball in the box, flicked on by Gordon. Longstaff. I don't know what Longstaff was trying to do there.
I'll do it. So good play from Dan Burn.
It certainly was, but that was a chance. I mean, maybe Sean makes that run into the near post. Just welly it.
We're very dangerous though on the counter attack, aren't we?
We certainly are. Botman swings it out left for Dan Burn now. Burn. He's got Foden coming towards him. Burn plays a long, nice ball down the line. And he's found, I'm trying to see who that is. I think it's Sean Longstaff.
Did well to keep that in, didn't he?
He did. He's won us a throw in as well. Good bit of play from Sean. But Guardiola looks sick as a pig without mud at the minute.
And the bloke next to him looks like a bit like Kevin Keegan, doesn't he?
I was just going to say that, yeah. Wow. Oh, Anthony Gordon now on the edge of the box. Good tackle by Walker. And Manchester City get the ball back now with Alvarez. Guardiola, good pressing again from Sean. That's much better from Longstaff. And Cher comes to meet the ball. Powers forward.
Referee.
Oh, you dirty mank. It's Bernardo Silva brings him down. He took one for the team there, Billy, because it was another marauding run from the Swiss. Brilliant stuff from Fabian Cher.
Oh, and Rodri pulled out and Bernardo went in, but that's a yellow card for me, but he's not going to get one.
I like the way Cher had a little smile to himself as well there, Billy.
Yes, he's a very good player. Did he get booked for that?
I don't know. Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. He's probably thinking, why didn't Dan Burn get booked a minute ago? It's very similar kind of fouls, weren't they?
Yeah, I think that's what Guardiola's trying to have
keep going, Bernardo. Go on, keep chirping. Call him something.
I'll tell you what.
Question his fatherhood.
Yes. He's a hell of a player, him, though, Bernardo Silva.
Oh,
Billy.
fantastic.
I think he's so underrated in that Man City team. He's just brilliant. But anyway, sod them. We have a free kick now. Miggy's over this with Kieran Trippier.
Yeah, it's not one to shoot, though. It's going to be a crossing, isn't it? Here it comes.
It is. It comes in right at the back post. Oh, and eventually Ortega takes the ball. I don't know who took that free kick, whether it was Miggy or Trippier, Billy.
I don't know, but we're doing well to get back here. Trippier did brilliantly to get back.
Oh,
Fantastic.
brilliant from Trippier. Gets it back to Martin Dubravka, who launches one with his right foot. Isak was still miles offside, and it's gone all the way down to Ortega, and he plays it out now to Diaz. Diaz over the halfway line to Kyle Walker down the right-hand side. Walker has Gordon for company at the moment. Back to Rodri. And you just feel, Billy, maybe, that little sort of 10-minute spell at the start of the half, we've overcome it. Yep. And we've had a couple of attacks of our own, and maybe we've just overseen that little bit of thunderstorm that we thought would come, but we've held out.
Yes, absolutely. We've shown a few attacking kind of intent of our own, but there they go again.
Yeah, this is Rodri, and he plays it out wide to Kyle Walker. Walker, Dan Burn comes out to block him. It's pulled all the way back to Bernardo Silva. He clips one towards the back post. Trippier jumps well to win the header. Falls for Kovacic. Doku. Doku got two on him at the moment. He plays it into Kovacic again. Kovacic across to Rodri. Rodri now clips the ball across to Kyle Walker. I mean, Rodri, if he turned quicker there, Billy could have had a shot.
He could have.
But again, Man City trying to find a way through. Short intricate passes. Foden shots, and down to his left goes Dubravka and makes the save. Good positioning from the keeper again, Billy.
Yeah, it's 2 banks of 4, isn't it? Or a bank of 5 and a bank of 4. It's very low block, but I mean, they're so intricate with the passing, and they manage to get through every time, don't they? It's they're a fantastic side, they really are.
Minor sends a long-footed ball towards Longstaff, but intercepted again. Kyle Walker now to Phil Foden. Foden to Rodri, to Kovacic. Very much sort of trying to get through the sort of middle of the field at the moment, Manchester City, and then it goes to the right or left at the last minute. But Newcastle pressing well, just keeping the shape. But Man City, and again, a tackle from Botman fell straight to a City shirt. Bernardo Silva keeps the ball in, though. Doesn't want that to go out for a throw-in. Silva, back to Rodri again, to Kyle Walker. Walker's going to ping one to the other side of the pitch, looking for Gvardiol. Trippier's there with a header, and Miggy can get on his bike here.
Well, he saw Doku in front of him and thought he can't. He wasn't going to outrun him, so
he lost the ball.
He did give the ball away, yeah.
Out to Gvardiol on the left-hand side again. Plays a ball through to Doku into the penalty area. Doku going against Cher. Cher stands up, and a tackle from Almiron and a corner for Manchester City.
Yeah, I think they'll be quite happy to defend the set pieces, if I'm perfectly honest. Was that Kevin De Bruyne now? Has he grew his hair?
Yeah.
He looks a lot plank, doesn't he? Mushroom head.
He looks a bit... I don't know whether it's aged him a couple of years, that longer hair.
It's a bit Kevin McAllister out of Home Alone, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, he did that skit, didn't he, before Christmas? Dressed as Kevin McAllister. I don't know whether you saw that, Billy. It was quite funny.
Did it?
Well, probably. Kyle Walker now, around about 35 yards out. This is a good opportunity for Foden, but again, Sean Longstaff out to him quick to stop the shot coming in. Rodri now on the far side. Rodri cuts in. Back to Alvarez, who steps out to get the ball. Back to Bernardo Silva. He is... Oh, I thought he was going to pull the trigger, but he didn't. Again, Man City just trying to work that opening, Billy.
Oh,
Rodri skips in front of Gordon. Rodri's cross comes off Bruno. Corner Manchester City.
Yeah, it seems like we're happy to defend set pieces, doesn't it? And they look very dangerous. I mean, I'm not sure we can last another half an hour with this, Paul, if I'm perfectly honest.
I agree. Yeah, I don't like it when this happens, Billy, when we sit back a little bit and let them come on to us. But we've defended very well so far. They take it short. Foden, and that's a rugby kick. That'll do us very nicely. A few more minutes off the clock there. Predator says he looks like Rick Mail from the back. Paul Mason, don't worry. They'll all be getting sent out soon, matey. Just the Christmas period has denied me for doing anything, so don't worry. It's on its way. As we look at Edison. I wonder what injury that is, Billy.
Oh, it's well played from Dubravka, that. Because
Wow, I tell you what, I almost swallowed me goddamn tongue there, Billy. Burn turns, gets it up the line, looking for Isak. Ake is there. Flicked on again to Kyle Walker. Walker sticks his ass out to block Longstaff, but Longstaff all over the back of him, and we win the throw in. Longstaff's been very good second half, Billy. I think he's, he's winning balls. He's getting stuck in.
He's doing some running, that's for certain.
He certainly is. Absolutely.
He's doing more miles than one of Boyce's cars.
Marlene.
I'll have a large cognac, please, Marlene.
Oh, what a ball that is, by the way. Trippier bombing down the right-hand side with Guardiola. Oh. And I think that's a Man City throw in. Indeed, it is. Trippier was very unfortunate there. What a ball that was, by the way.
Yes, it was. Outstanding. Oh, two of them going for the same ball there.
Yeah, Newcastle.
Got away with it. No, they didn't.
And Ake's kicked it out to play, throw in deep in the Man City half. And again, you know what it is, Billy? That's what I mean. Get onto them. And you just never know, do you? You just never know. Guys, keep subscribing, please. Bottom right-hand corner, if you're new to the channel. Let's see what we can finish Matchday live show on today. Please hit the bottom right-hand corner, hit the logo, hit subscribe. Yeah, Bruno taking too long. He should have got a shout, though, to be fair. Yes, and Alvarez brings it through. Man City shirts pouring forward here, including Kyle Walker into the box. Walker, it's a cross, it's a scramble, and Bruno, that's a bloody awful foul on Bruno.
Rodri as well.
Rodri again.
Yeah, Rodri again.
Very late for the ball, Rodri. It's a shocking tackle.
Fantastic defending from Bruno.
Brilliantly.
Yeah, outstanding. Once he lost the ball to get back and put that challenge in, but... Well, I mean,
I'm interested to see this again. Kyle Walker did brilliantly, and
well, I'm not sure.
Well, he had. I think he had every right to go for the ball. Dubravka did well, made himself big. Foden, look at Bruno here. He wins it off Foden, and then he sticks it in.
Oh, he's late. That's a yellow card. That is
very. Yeah, Rodri's very late. He's already been booked, hasn't he?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If he hadn't been booked, he'd been booked for that. I guarantee you. It's a yellow card all day long and every day.
He was certainly late. Anyway, play's gone on, and it's now with Foden. Plays it out to the right to... oh, brilliant from Fabian Schär just to let that roll. That's superb from Schär.
Oh, here we go. Mr. McAllister's warming up.
Kevin McAllister's coming on. There's no doubt about it. He needs something. I'm surprised he's not bringing Grealish on either. I think Man City just need a little bit of a bit of a forward boost at the moment. Boost, as they say. Schär now on the ball for Newcastle. Plays it into the feet of Bruno. Bruno back to Dubravka. Dubravka will then go straight back across to Botman.
Be interesting to see
to Bruno. Yeah. I think it'll be Kovacic, Billy.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Oh, that's a poor pass.
That's poor from Kieran Trippier. Rodri's intercepted that.
First time he's left us in trouble as well. He went commit himself.
Doku into the box. Alvarez saved again. Dubravka. Brilliant from the Newcastle goalkeeper. I mean, it was pretty much straight at him, but his reflexes still had to be there, Billy.
Yeah, we're starting to give the ball away around our own area, which is concerning now.
Yep, here's Rodri for Manchester City.
Space
inside
out wide again.
To Bernardo Silva. Kyle Walker screaming for the ball on the right-hand side. It goes to Diaz. Diaz brings it forward. Inside again for Bernardo Silva. Silva then sees a run of Doku on the left. Doku now brings it down. Plays it through, but good interception by Trippier. Doku then fancies a run. He skinned Trippier. Ball across. Fabian Schär again is there to deny Manchester City. What a game those two centre-backs have had so far. Yep. Incredible performances. Ake for City. Now across to Bernardo Silva again. They're just starting to knock on the door. Are the champions at the minute. Kyle Walker now plays it back to Bernardo Silva. Silva to Kovacic. Kovacic can't see a way through, has to turn back. Back across to Rodri. Rodri's got players on this left-hand side. Doku again. Doku running the Trippier. Tries a right foot shot and Miggy's back there to defend it. And another corner to Manchester City, Billy.
Yeah, that was a long goal. 5 minutes. That's still 25 to go. I'm not sure. Ooh, it's looking a bit... No, twitchy arse time, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. My ass is twitching like a rabbit's nose, but it always does when I'm watching Newcastle, to be fair. Alvarez to Bernardo Silva. to Kyle Walker, trying to find a way through. There's nothing there. He has to go back to Silva. Silva now puts the ball into the box. Botman is there to head it away, and it drops down, and Fabian Schär will clear with his left foot. Looks for Isak, who has been pretty anonymous in the second half. He just can't get the ball. Schär steps out and wins the ball back.
Very isolated, isn't he?
Well, this is the Alamo, Billy. This is the Alamo, and we've got to be ready for this. Here comes Gvardiol down the left-hand side. Doku wanted the ball. He doesn't use him. Kovacic now.
Everything slows down when he gets the ball, doesn't it?
Yeah. He's put a good ball into Phil Foden. Foden out to Doku. Doku again running. 2 men there for Newcastle. That will be Dubravka's. I thought Foden could have had a shot there, Billy.
Yeah, I thought he could have.
When he made that initial run into the box and it didn't come. And Botman brings it out, plays in Anthony Gordon, who's got a bit of space to run in. Dan Burn's made a hell of a run ahead of him. Dan Burn now for Newcastle. He's played it into Isak. Yeah, Ortega comes out to get the ball.
Good goal.
And did very, very well. Kovacic, though, challenged by Anthony Gordon. Gordon's won it back. Miggy's on the run again. To the byline. Miggy pulls it back for Bruno, who's in space. Bruno on his left foot. It's blocked by Dan Burn. No, Sean Longstaff. And Ortega picks the ball up. Wow. Incredible. And here come Manchester City again with Silva. Out to the right to Phil Foden. Foden's got Dan Burn ahead of him. Gives it back to Bernardo Silva just outside the box. Silva into Alvarez. Alvarez, the angle too tight for a shot. Has to turn back. Rodri on the edge of the box for Man City. Plays it to Kovacic. Kovacic looks to strike. It's deflected and Dubravka makes a save again. Really good goalkeeping, Billy, because he had to adjust there.
Yep, he did. It's come off Marty's boot, hasn't it? No, it's not. It's come off Schär's boot.
Schär, yeah.
Look, it didn't deflect too far away from. That's poor. That you can't be doing that.
Clear. It's put us back under pressure again. Phil Foden, and he's got Bernardo Silva to his right. Bernardo Silva into the penalty area. Dan Burn steps up to meet him. Pull back to Rodri on the edge of the box. Rodri goes down. Free kick, Man City. I'm not sure he was fouled there, Billy.
Yeah, it's a bad play. The one good thing about it is it's close in.
Penalised.
I don't know. Oh.
That's not a foul, Billy.
No, of course
he's gone down very easily for me there.
Of course he has.
If it was a foul, I'd say so, but that wasn't a foul.
It's Rodri going up, a look of it.
I'll be amazed if he takes Rodri off. He's the engine room, surely, for City. I mean, is he going to make the change now? Or he should be.
Well, I hope he don't, because De Bruyne are coming on. But, I mean, this is a bit close to get up and down, you'd think. But, as I said before...
It's Bernardo Silva coming off.
Amazing. Yeah, amazing.
Wow.
Nice.
I mean, I think he's been one of City's best players, Billy. I have to say, I'm pleased to see the back of Bernardo Silva. He's been everywhere for Man City.
Yeah, he has. However, the man coming on the pitch, not so pleased to see him coming on.
Yeah, I mean, I won't be surprised if he steps up and takes this free kick, Billy.
Potentially.
I mean, obviously, Alvarez is there as well. De Bruyne is over the ball, and I think De Bruyne is going to hit this, Billy.
Well, it's a left footer, isn't it? It's a left footed. Oh, I think Martin's leaving a bit too much gap there.
Yeah,
up and down.
Well, that's the thing. It's right on the edge of the box, isn't it? This is a lot of dangerous here.
With the power, he needs a bit of power to beat the keeper. But
I mean, if anyone can get it up and down, it's De Bruyne.
Yeah.
It is going to be De Bruyne. His first touch of the ball is going to be a free kick. And up he steps. And it's blocked by the wall. It's a scramble in the penalty box. City forced back. It's Doku now just on the edge of the box. Doku swings it in. It's in the back post. And what a miss that is from Alvarez.
Yeah.
From this penalty spot, he's blasted over. Nobody marking him. And it should have been 2-2, Billy.
It should have been. But when you see things like that, you start to think maybe it could be our day.
Yeah, I mean, De Bruyne, it was a poor free kick in a way, but Doku swings it back in. It's Diaz at the back post, I think, got a header on it, and it falls literally 9 yards out for Alvarez, and it's a dreadful finish from him. You'd expect better.
Leaning back, wasn't he? Did a bit of a long stuff, didn't he?
Yep. You'd expect better, but I'm pleased it wasn't better. 20 minutes to go. God, with still 20 minutes to go. Jesus. Manchester City have a throw. midway through their own half, and it's thrown back to Ortega. Man City now on the ball, playing it back to Ortega again. And Newcastle deciding that they're going to press now. Longstaff goes for... Dan Burn very late. Oh, what a piece of skill that is from Kyle Walker. And it's got Man City on the attack, but De Bruyne has pulled it back. Stop. I mean, really, the momentum taken out of that by De Bruyne turning backwards there.
Yeah.
Phil Foden
now.
Here is Kevin De Bruyne down the right side. Great cross. Alvarez, brilliant block again. But Foden! Oh, it's dreadful from Phil Foden. It's got for a throw in. What on earth was that?
Oh, dear me. That was piss poor. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, we are, living on a knife edge, Billy, as we normally do with Newcastle. Great ball from De Bruyne. Great block by Cher. Foden, wow. I mean,
well, he wasn't sure see that kind of or anything. Yeah, he was caught between the devil and deep blue sea, wasn't he? He wasn't sure if the cross was shooting, and in the end, he didn't either.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And Ipswich have taken the lead against the Macums.
Oh,
Charlie Chaplin.
News. Really?
There's someone Chaplin, but I'm going to say Charlie because it's the only Chaplin I know.
Well, yeah.
It's Connor. Connor Chaplin used to play for Coventry.
Here is Rodri now for Manchester City. One little 1-2 with Kevin De Bruyne. Kyle Walker in acres of space on the right-hand side. Dan Burn steps up to meet him. Walker wants to have a run at him. Goes back to Rodri on the end of the box. It's not the best ball by Rodri. And Manchester City, Billy, claiming a corner.
Piss off, corner. Look at him. Look at Rodri. Descent. Look at him, ref.
He's just smashed his hands on the floor. I mean, how is that not descent? I mean, it didn't look like a corner to me. Rodri, it was a terrible ball.
Look, we've seen the other week there's some player that got sent off doing that twice in 2 minutes. Can't think who it was, but
I mean, it might have clipped off Longstaff, but it might not have either.
We'll see more here. But so what? It's a.
Peter Merrifield, thank you for your super chat. He says this is for the next two Toon goals. How are the lads? Dear.
It's offside. You can't take it offside from the inside our half. All right, Pep. This is starting to bear resemblance to the Carabao Cup game, isn't it?
Yeah, very Man City is starting to lose the rag a little bit. They don't like it. They don't like that they can't break us down at the moment, that the chances are going over. But now De Bruyne in acres of space running towards the goal. It's Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, it's a wonderful goal. It's an absolutely brilliant finish from De Bruyne. And that is why he is so big for Manchester City. I mean, there looked nothing on there, Billy. He drove to the box. He hit a right foot shot when it really, you didn't think a right footed shot would come in. And it's gone past Dubravka and it's 2-2.
Dare I say that's where we lack a proper six, because he had all the room in the world to in between the centre forwards and the midfield.
Yeah.
Now there's no one picking him up. He's totally on his own.
It's that pocket of space, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great pass to find him, but no one's gone to him. Someone should have gone to him, and no one did. And then by the time
what a finish that is, Billy.
Yeah,
let's take nothing away from De Bruyne. I mean, Dubravka's got no chance. It's just a brilliant, brilliant shot.
I don't think Cher should have backed off him. I think Cher should have gone towards him. But there you go. That's a fantastic finish.
I mean, that's what De Bruyne is all about. And I think Guardiola's pleased with that. And rightly so. What a good finish. I mean, look, we'll always say on here, Billy, that we'll take our hat off to great finishes. And I mean, again, though, we're talking about that pocket of space behind the, behind the midfield and in front of the back four that was so blatantly obvious in the first half. And again, we've seen it there.
It was clever manipulated, though, because Bruyne went one way. It was a reverse pass to find him, and now can we hang on for the rest of the game? That's a famous draw, but or can we go on and get another goal? Who knows? But I mean, we haven't scored at all second half, have we? Really?
No.
Although
but here is Isak. Isak got the better of Ake there. Isak now. He needs support, though. Miggy's offering it. It's still Isak. Clips it into Longstaff. Longstaff back heel towards Bruno. Bruno goes down. Referee says play on. Get up, lads. Get up. Get up. 4-3, 4-4 for Manchester City again here. Alvarez. I just think they're susceptible at the back, but I do think there's chances for us.
Be interesting to see that challenge on Bruno again.
I know. De Bruyne now. Anthony Gordon coming back. It's played across. Kovacic leaves it for Gvardiol. Into Kovacic now. Man City again, just patiently building up. Rodri on the ball. Dictating play at the moment is Rodri. And he's just having a game on his own with Kovacic and Kyle Walker at the minute. That finally goes out to the right to Alvarez. And suddenly space for Alvarez to run into. Rodri, Man City getting closer to goal. They're about 35 yards out. What a ball that is. De Bruyne out now on the right-hand side for City. Back again for Walker. Rodri again. I mean, we're up against it now, Billy. There's no doubt about it.
I think so. I think we look a bit leggy now, to be fair.
Yeah. Diaz now for City. Swings it to the right-hand side to Kevin De Bruyne again. De Bruyne head up. Ball into the boxes behind everybody. Miggy is there. Just get rid of it, Miggy. He can't clear. Well, he does clear on his right foot. Well done.
Yeah, and got it away with some distance as well, which was good. Well played, Miggy.
Did, yeah, absolutely. But City have it back now with Rodri again. Rodri to Guardiola. Back to Rodri. I mean, the patient Manchester City, but eventually they will have to try and...
Yeah. The thing was, before they were frustrated, they were running out of ideas. Now they look like they've got patience again, and they're going to pick a pass when it suits them like
Absolutely.
that.
And now De Bruyne down the right-hand side again. Clips it across. Good header by Botman. And then Miley clears on. I mean, Billy, would you make a defensive change now to try and get the point?
Well, I don't know who would you take off. Miley perhaps and bring a
Lascelles on, maybe. Yeah.
I don't know.
Here's Phil Foden now. Shot comes in. It's blocked again. I just think, Billy, let's try and, we've got, 13 minutes to go. Maybe hang on to what we've got now.
Yeah.
Because, getting anything out of Man City is a pretty decent result.
Keep kicking it back to them like that.
It's
going to bite us on the arse sooner or later.
This is where I want to see game management from the manager, Billy, to try and maybe do something to stop this. Here's Rodri. Kovacic just on outside the D. Back to De Bruyne. He leaves it for Walker.
We're defending so deep now. That's the problem, isn't it? We're really defending deeply now.
Kyle Walker now for Manchester City. Plays it back to De Bruyne.
First
time ball into... What a pass that was to Rodri. But good work from Newcastle. We win it back now. Gordon plays it out wide looking for Isak, but it's not a great ball. And Ake it's coming back too quickly and too easily, Billy.
Yeah, it is.
Kovacic lays it off to Rodri again. Rodri out wide now to Foden. Foden decides he's going to have a little run at us again. De Bruyne has made the run. Foden spins in the box. Foden still, nice bit of skill. Longstaff can't keep up with him. De Bruyne whips it in and Dubravka down to get the ball and gather it. I just think we need to strengthen defensively, Billy, here because, we're not... It looks like we've run out of steam. We just need that little bit of freshness in the defense. But look at this. Bit of space here from Almiron. And Anthony Gordon belting through. But again, not the right pass, Miggy. But we still got it. Bruno to Gordon. This is an opportunity. Gordon, he's going to hit it. Oh, it's a lackluster shot. And it's dragged wide.
A tired shot, wasn't it?
Very tired shot. Very tired.
Yeah, I think there's changes to be made. I think even up front, I mean, Isak at the minute, he's...
Gordon looks knackered. We've got a corner.
The corner out of it.
Right,
interesting.
We'll have that. I just think, I know he hasn't got a lot of forward options on the bench, Billy, but just fresh legs here because, now is the time. 11 minutes to go. It's 2-2. Man City definitely look up for winning the game.
Yeah.
But here's Trippier's corner. Floated in. It's a good corner. Headed away. I think De Bruyne got the header on it. And Kieran
Trippier.
He's just been everywhere, De Bruyne, hasn't he, since he's come on? He's just... As Dubravka now looks to the right, it's not a great ball by Dubravka. And that's put us in trouble because... Foden went... Wow! I mean, Foden got the ball from Dubravka. He tried to hit it over him. Dubravka fell backwards. Oh, dear. I mean, wow. Here's Bruno for Newcastle, looking for a way out. Gordon, that's a lovely touch to Miley. Miley can set Miggy away down the right-hand side. Miley makes an overlap run. Almiron now, running down towards the byline. Does come back on his left this time. Still Almiron. Gives it to Bruno. Back to Trippier. Trippier has Miley available. Here is Lewis Miley. Good bit of play for Miley to get it to Bruno. Bruno has to go back now to Fabian Schär.
Well, it's good. We're having a better position now, which is...
Yeah. De Bruyne putting the press in on Botman, who then has to go back to Dubravka again.
Take your time, Martin. Take your time. There's no press on you.
Yep. And the simple ball to Fabian Schär. Schär has a look to see what's available, but again, nothing. Has to give it close into Lewis Miley. Miley pings a right-footed ball, and Gordon is in the middle of the field, wondering why he didn't get the pass there. He's standing completely unmarked.
Well, the swap now, Isaac and Gordon, by the way.
Yeah, they have. I'm not sure what good that's going to do if we're just constantly defending, though.
No.
Strange one. Ake now in the centre circle for Manchester City. Walking pace at the moment for City, but it's out to Diaz. He will then flick it on to Foden. Foden back inside for Diaz. Diaz brings it forward, rolls it to Walker. Walker has Foden available. Foden going against Dan Burn, skips round him inside. Still Phil Foden to Rodri. Rodri now clips a ball out to the left-hand side to Doku. Doku now towards the penalty area for Manchester City. Two Newcastle players in front of him. Plays it back to Rodri. Rodri's first time ball back to Doku. The ball's bouncing around again in the penalty area. And Fabian Schär, calm as you like, plays it away, out for a throw-in. I mean, that's incredible confidence from Fabian Schär just to stay so calm.
A bit panicky at the minute for a minute there, wasn't it? I mean, they do play the most intricate passes. Rico Lewis coming on now. Is it Oscar Bob?
I think it's Rico Lewis. Could be Oscar Bob. It is Oscar Bob, and he's come on for Doku. I'm not disappointed to see Doku going off either, Billy.
Jack Grealish won't be very happy about that. I wouldn't have thought.
No, very strange. Keep subscribing, guys. Over 2,000 watching. Thank you so much. Bottom right-hand corner, click the logo, click subscribe, and come and be part of this incredible community on the Toon Review. Thank you so much for all your support this afternoon, and welcome to all our new subscribers to the channel as well.
Isaac's defensive ability is going to be tested here.
Just a bit, yeah. Diaz now to Kovacic inside the circle, rolls it across to Kyle Walker. Walker immediately fires it to the left-hand side for Guardiol. A little bit high. Guardiol takes it down very nicely, plays it into Bob. Oscar Bob now spins. 3 Newcastle players on him, and Miggy wins the ball back. Plays it to Trippier. Trippier inside to Fabian Schär. Looking for an out here. Back to Trippier. And Trippier clips the ball forward looking for Miley. Miley heads inside looking for Gordon. Gordon can't win the ball though. Guardiola for City to Oscar Bob. Back to Kovacic. Kovacic to Diaz. Diaz rolls it into De Bruyne now. De Bruyne in the centre of the pitch. Oh, nice ball into Rodri. Rodri to the edge of the box. Rodri. Oh, it's great save by Dubravka. Rodri fires a shot quickly to the Dubravka's left, and the big goalkeeper palms it away for a corner. He got that shot away so quickly there, didn't he?
Yeah, brilliantly found as well, was he, from KDB? Just an intricate, sharp pass in between the two players to get Rodri through. But yeah, strong hands from Dubravka again. Yeah,
it's a corner to Manchester City, which De Bruyne will take. And it comes to the penalty area. Dan Burn volleys it clear for Newcastle United, but nobody is there to receive the ball. They're all back there defending. Foden clips a lovely ball to De Bruyne again on the right-hand side. Kevin De Bruyne, what a ball that is on the half volley. Trippier heads it away. Oscar Bob, and it comes back to Foden. Back to Oscar Bob. Bob into the box. He's got Kevin De Bruyne, plays it in. Bruno is there, and that will go for another corner to Manchester City. Bruno tries to ramp up the crowd, but I think the crowd are chewing all the nails and toes and whatever they can get a hold of at the minute.
Yeah, pretty quickly as well.
Here's De Bruyne. Floats it in again. Isak is there. Dubravka's underneath it, has to push it over for another corner. It is literally the Alamo right now.
Yeah, if there's a boxing match at the minute, it'd be stopped.
Yep.
Yeah, it's one punch after another going in on our goal, but we're hanging out for the time being. Holding out, I should say, not hanging out. That's a completely different thing.
Well, they are hanging out their asses at the minute, Billy. They're knackered. They've put so much effort into this game. Dan Burn again with a clearance, only as far as Kyle Walker. Walker to Foden. Back now to the goalkeeper, Ortega. Ortega will launch one forward, looking to the right for Kevin De Bruyne. It doesn't find him, and Burn heads it away for a throw to Manchester City.
Yeah, good defensive header that from Dan Burn.
Well, Lewis Hall's coming on here.
This should be for Gordon, I imagine. It might be for Isaac. It's for Gordon.
It's Anthony Gordon, yeah.
Which means Isaac will go back in the middle, I imagine.
That's a very, very interesting one, that, to be honest. I mean... Gordon's knackered. I don't think Gordon's had to come off. He's pagged. Well, this is a big few minutes for Lewis Hall.
Well, Lewis Hall will give Burn some defensive support, you'd imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And here is Foden on the ball. Foden's moved more out to the left-hand side now. De Bruyne's sort of cut back into where Foden was playing. Rodri, lovely ball across, but Kieran Trippier's there to intercept. Good play by Trippier. Now Almiron, back to Trippier. Trippier to Fabian Schär. Schär to Trippier. Played forward. What a good run by Miley. Ake's on the back of him here, but Miley's got the ball, and the flag goes up. Oh, that was close. I think that was very close.
Yeah, just didn't have the pace, did he? But he's lasted well, Miley, today, actually. His fitness has been very good.
Yeah, absolutely. He's done a lot of work.
Well in.
Oscar Bob now for Manchester City. And the referee says free kick to City.
That's bollocks. 59 touches now, penalty box.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Well, they have spent £20 billion on their team, and we have got 11 players out, or 10 players out.
Yep.
It's to be expected.
Can't fault the effort from the lads today. It's been absolutely magnificent.
Yes, it has.
They've really, really put a shift in today.
Oh, dear.
Oh, now Phil Foden on the right-hand side. De Bruyne again makes that overlap and run. And he's played it across, and brilliant defending from Fabian Schär yet again. That's unbelievable defending, Billy.
It was. Just the anticipation where the ball was going, it was brilliant.
Lewis Hall, he completely lost De Bruyne there. I think it was Hall.
It was Hall. Hall was terrible there. But now he's out. At least he's there now. But, he let De Bruyne go.
Indeed. Here's Rodri for City. Back to Kovacic. Kovacic to the left to Gvardiol. He's got Oscar Bob in front of him, but he goes back to Kovacic now. Kovacic into Rodri. Manchester City have less than 3 minutes now to try and win this game, because I think Newcastle are pretty much holding out for a draw now, Billy.
Yes, there's any doubt about that. Attacking intent now, do we?
No.
If we could hang on for another 3 minutes, it'd be a famous point, won't it? But again, we're in trouble here.
De Bruyne on the edge of the box, but look who was there again. Fabian Schär, and he wins a free kick for Newcastle. That's brilliant from Schär. He's been absolutely brilliant today, Billy.
Yeah,
Botman's been good as well, don't get me wrong, but Schär has been magnificent. Absolutely magnificent.
The two of them have been absolutely superb, haven't they? In the centre of the defence.
The blocks they've made,
and
the challenges.
Trippier, to be fair.
Trippier's had a very good game as well. Dan Burns been all right second half, Billy. We've had a lot of defending to do.
Defensively, been fantastically, yeah. Given that Man City are playing really well at the minute, this precise moment in time, in this game, to hold them to two is pretty special, I think.
DJ, thank you for your super chat. He says, Eddie Howe so frustrating, no changes again. There is, mate. He has made changes. Well, he's made one. Lewis Hall is on for Anthony Gordon, mate. So, yeah. But he's only at 84 minutes, so maybe his Hall hasn't come on yet. So he's quite far behind by the looks of things.
Ooh.
As Hall does some good pressing there. It's back with Ortega in the City goal.
When they play for the press out, it's unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah. As Rodri skips away from Longstaff and bombs forward for Manchester City. There's men over on the left. One of them here is De Bruyne. De Bruyne plays it into Gvardiol. Gvardiol, though, is met by Trippier. Blocked. Can't get through. And good work from Lewis Miley. It's a throw into Manchester City. We're inside the final minute of normal time. And then we will find out how long we've got left.
Well, there should be an awful lot, but no injuries, have there? There's been maybe 5 minutes tops, I'd say.
Well, there's only been the goal and there's a few substitutions.
Yeah, no VAR. The very most 5. I'd say 3, personally.
Yeah, I'd say 3. 3, but we'll see. I can't see any other reason. There's been one goal, couple of substitutes. There's no reason for any more than 3 minutes, in my opinion, but we'll see. Here's Gvardiol down the left-hand side for City. Plays it inside to De Bruyne. He dummies it, and it comes to Trippier, who plays it away. Not the best clearance from Trips this time. Rodri. Miley steps into him and sticks with him as well. Good work from Miley. But great football from Man City again. Into Rodri. Rodri now. Again, no way through. Plays it out wide for Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob goes back to Gvardiol. Gvardiol across to De Bruyne. De Bruyne has a run made by... it's a brilliant block again by Newcastle. As we await to see how long there is injury. 3 minutes. I knew it, Billy. I said 3. I'm pleased about that as well, because at least they've given
Oh!
Oscar Bob for City. He's won it.
Trippier.
That's unbelievable. He's got beyond Trippier, and the youngster has won the game for Manchester City in injury time.
What a
We
pass to
switch
get him,
off. Oh,
Kieran Trippier's made his last-minute mistake again. Doesn't deserve that after today's performance. He's been fantastic, but Christ almighty, how many more times we've got to see that?
well, you can be fantastic for, until the last minute of a game, Billy. Oh, that's brutal, man. That is absolutely brutal. Kovacic on the ball, plays it into De Bruyne. Look at this run from Oscar Bob. He's onside. Trippier is beaten though poorly.
I think Dubravka could have been better as well. I think Dubravka should have spotted the danger and come out and grabbed that.
Maybe.
Or at least got in. Yeah, it's poor from the goalkeeper. That
he's on his back foot. I mean, what a finish from the kid though. What confidence from the young kid there.
Outstanding.
Stayed on his feet. He then goes round to Dubravka and puts it in. And it's 3-2 to Manchester City in injury time.
It's tricky. I think Dubravka could have done a lot better there, but it's always the hope that fucking kills you, isn't it?
Well, it is with Newcastle United. That's a certainty.
And it's always dead late in the game also. Christ almighty. How many more times are we going to suffer these last-minute heartbreaks?
Unbelievable. I mean, unbelievable. It's still bouncing around there in the Man City penalty area. Almiron completely fluffs it up. We're looking for a handball.
Panicked.
Miggy is certain that there's a handball there. I mean, completely miss-hit the shot.
Well, if the hand's away from his body.
I mean, we're playing on. I don't think there's even going to be a VAR check here, Billy.
Well, nice to see a replay of it, wouldn't it?
I mean, Miggy was convinced. The referee is blowing his whistle here. I think there's a VAR check. Wow, this will be interesting. There is a VAR check. Miggy's oh no, it's done. No penalty.
Well, we haven't even seen it.
Yeah, there's a surprise. Oh, City are in acres of space down the right-hand side here with Phil Foden. But Lewis Hall does really well and gets it back to Dubravka, who plays it out to Lewis Hall. 9 seconds left of, I think the game is done and dusted here. We're at the wrong end of the pitch at the wrong time. And Man City win a free kick. And we might see the whistle blown here for full time. Why is De Bruyne kicking off like that in at this stage of the game? Just get back and defend. I can't believe we've lost this, Billy. We battled so hard, man.
Yeah.
But he's the game changer. De Bruyne, the absolute game changer. He's come on, he scored, and he's got an assist. I mean, you can't do much more than that, really, can you?
Play, wasn't he?
You talk about a substitute changing the game. There you go. We didn't have that option. As the full-time whistle blows at St James's Park, and Manchester City win by 3-2. A completely dominant second half from Manchester City, I think it's fair to say, Billy. And De Bruyne comes on, scores a worldie of a goal, and then puts in a worldie of a pass, which we get in all sorts of 6s and 7s. And somehow we end the game losing 3-2. I mean, it's a sickener, really. It really is. But you know what they say, Billy? That's why the champions.
That's why the champions, they deserve to win the game. Let's be perfectly honest about it. But a brave performance from our lads. A very courageous performance. But we were undone at the end by some magic. And yeah, Man City deserve to win. You've got to be perfectly honest about it. But I mean, if Kevin De Bruyne is injured for another week, we win that game. It's simple as that.
Do you think we should have gone at them a bit more in that second half, Billy?
No, I don't think we could. No, I don't think we could. No. We're not good enough to. They're just streets ahead of anyone else in the country, streets ahead of anyone else in Europe, and streets ahead of anyone else in the world. Yeah.
What a pisser. Guys, please keep subscribing. Bottom right-hand corner. Click the logo and click subscribe. Come be part of this incredible community. Welcome to all our new subscribers today. We really do appreciate you subscribing to the channel. I think Stat will be with us shortly, as long as he doesn't smash his living room up or something like that. I know he doesn't take too kindly to last minute goals. but we shall see. Billy F says, Eddie not good enough. He's learning nothing. Calvin Phillips celebrating like that can go and F himself. Yeah, that was interesting. Daniel says, we have nothing on the bench, guys. We have nothing on the bench. Our first 11 is good for 65, but that's it. We need subs that make the difference. We have none as they're all made of glass. Well, made of glass, but they also we also can't cite anybody. When are the Premier League going to punish a team that's valued and worth so much more than others in the league? Well, they don't have to be punished for it. I think, unless they've done wrong. If they've done wrong, they will be punished, I'm sure. We are desperate for reinforcements as Wes in midfield and up front. Need options off the bench, man. Longstaff very poor once again. I thought Sean did all right second half. I thought he put a lot of work in defensively today, Sean Longstaff. So I'm not really going to have a real go at Sean. I thought he worked his ass off.
Real guard action, wasn't it? I mean, the second half was non-stop rear guard action.
Yeah,
and it was known until when Kevin De Bruyne came on that the game changed. They were looking frustrated before that. They weren't cutting through us. As soon as he came on, it all changed, didn't it?
Yeah, certainly did. Dylan, thanks for another super chat, mate. He says, only one to blame is Eddie. We've lost so many games like this because we parked the bus from half-time when winning. We are asking for that. I'm gutted. Interesting, Billy. I mean, did we park the bus? I kind of think we did. But
absolutely we did. What do you want to do? Just go gung-ho at them and get cut apart like we did against Forest? I mean, what do you do?
But then we played them a little bit at their own game in first half, and we got a lot of joy with that. But look, when you've got the likes of Kevin De Bruyne to come on as substitute, I mean, we haven't got that. We've got a manager, we've got a player in De Bruyne who can step in for Manchester City and change a game, and that's exactly what he did for them today. It's just we have to take it on the chin, unfortunately. Alex, gutted.
I mean, it was coming, wasn't it? You could tell. I wasn't expecting the De Bruyne equaliser. It was a little bit frustrating. We gave him a bit of space, but again, it's another situation where we need. I think the bench is the issue there.
Yeah,
I think we had to. I mean, if you think about it logically, we had to back off because we sort of Gordon, Isak, and a couple of others had kind of lost legs due to their possession retention and being really, really good.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of game where you need a Joe Linton, a Tonali, you need a Willock, you need better options to come off. I feel like with it, you guys just said that if De Bruyne obviously is out for another week, we win that game. I think if we have a better bench, we win that game as well. I think it's in our control. It's just a shame that we've still got 9 unavailable players. But it is what it is. We were beaten by them. A lot of people criticising Eddie Howe's tactics and maybe sitting off in the second half. I'm not qualified enough to tell him that was the wrong thing. I think he did what the team, what the 11 was capable of in that match. They switched on. They turned up a bit more. They went up another gear, and it's not negative tactics. It's trying to take your opportunities. I think if we'd have tried to open up a bit more, they'd have just pumped us. So.
Yeah. I mean, it's difficult. I think it's disappointing because, we went toe to toe with them in the first half and had a lot of success with it, and then we kind of, ran out of a little bit of steam. But like I said, when you've got players like De Bruyne coming off the bench, for the opposition, and we've got, with respect, just Lewis Hall coming on. I mean, it's very difficult. Tommy, thank you for your super chat. This match, like so many, yet again reveals the type of players needed to elevate into a winning team. Garant, thank you for your super chat. He says, play like that the most games from now, and we will win games.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I thought we were really good. I think if we play like that against most of the teams in the league, we beat most of them. I think we're okay. I think it really, really hurts, this performance, but I think it was positive. I think Miggy's decided to actually take a step up. The Sunderland game and this game, he's looked better, a lot better. It's not brilliant. Of course, I know we want to upgrade the right wing. Everybody wants to. Fine. But he looks better. He looks usable. Whereas he looked completely devoid of confidence before. Yeah. Gordon looks sharper, faster, more clinical. So does Isak, although he did fall off legs-wise after about 60, 65 minutes. Bruno very, very switched on, passionate, getting better. It looks like he's actually getting better slightly, and especially in his attacking. Botman's great. You know, I think Trippier's regained confidence. Fine, I appreciate. Should he have played that offside trap at the end? He tried to follow his man. I'm not gonna single him out for that one situation, although a lot of people will do.
Well,
Fine.
he seemed to get a bit lost, but I mean, Billy said Dubravka should have come out quicker as well. He should have been alert to that and seen that situation. I don't know. I mean,
I think maybe Trippier should have held his line potentially.
Yeah, he should have. But once he didn't, I think Dubravka should have been on his back foot. He should have been on his front foot, ready to bounce out if he did, and he should have done. To me, that's kind of Dubravka's weak link, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not really his game, is it? Fez says, we can't keep making excuses. We play a style that clearly doesn't work, and Howe refuses to change anything. Howe just isn't good tactically, is rigid as shit, and never changes.
Oh, I completely disagree. I think we actually changed a lot. We tried to narrow up the midfield to stop them getting through. We tried a lot of different things in that game, actually. I thought the opposite. And there's no changes. We don't have the personnel to make tactical changes.
This is it.
Like if we had more flexibility, if we got different types of midfielders like Anderson and Willock available, we might be able to do different things because we'd have different profiles of player in midfield. We don't have a variety of profiles. We've got basically a starting 11 and a 17-year-old that we're plopping in when Joe Linton's either available or not available. There's not a lot we can do tactically, and he did make a few shifts today, especially with the midfield. They chopped and changed in different positions. I thought they didn't do too badly. These are the treble winners. They're the best team in the world. Like I appreciate that we've lost quite a lot of games in a row. It isn't good enough. However, you've got to take that game in the right context. They're the treble winners, and we looked a lot better, and that beats most other teams.
I mean, it is a good point you make, Alex, about the Premier League record at the minute.
It's not good.
You know, no. Whatever you think of the performances, people will look at the record, and I think that's 8 defeats in 9 Premier games or something in the last 9. I'm not sure what it is. It's something around that anyway.
If we'd have turned up and gotten pumped 5-0 and looked bad, then yeah, we would be having this conversation about pressure. However, I think he's galvanised them and we look a lot better. So I think if we, as long as the next few Premier League games we continue that form and look better and pick wins up, then it's absolutely fine. It just depends.
Buzz Gamer says this guy is speaking a lot of rubbish. Midfield tactically was shocking. Look
against Rodri, Silva, and De Bruyne, though.
Yeah, but I think what the frustration is, Alex, is the fact that quite a few times in the first half, we were talking about at half time that pocket of space that was left,
I completely agree. But that's the personnel.
Yeah,
that's the personnel.
That's Eddie Howe started on the pitch.
It was though. It was because there was a period of time where they tried to narrow the midfield and force them out wide. We actively made changes to try and fix that. It's the quality of the personnel available. It's the fact that Miley is a teenager who's learning. Longstaff is okay, but that's it. He's just okay. Trying to elevate him to fill pockets of space for 90 minutes against the treble winners. I'm not going to blame him for that. Bruno's the only guy who can, and he lost the ball a couple of times, to be fair, but he was magnificent in other areas. So, but we bought players. We got Willock, who was expensive. We got Tonali, who was expensive, to try to have the players to cope with this level of opposition, and we've not got them available. It just is what it is. You have to use context. You absolutely have to use the context.
Yeah, I mean, look, a big game coming up at Villa Park, of course. That is going to be a tough one as well. But look, you've then got Luton Town, obviously Fulham in between that in the cup. But Premier League is, if we don't get something from Villa, and I've seen people saying, and we've said it as well, if any lesser side, then we probably would have won that game. But then again, we've played lesser sides recently in Luton and Nottingham Forest and haven't turned up. So, we've got, if we turn up against the lower league teams, then we beat them. Yes, but we have to turn up, don't we?
Yeah, there was a difference in the Forest and Luton games. That was definitely down to fatigue and lack of fitness. Whether today, we ran out of steam after about an hour, 70 minutes, and no one to change. No personnel to change, really. So who were kind of hanging on just for that reason, for my opinion.
Toon Gamer, thank you for your super chat. He says 5 at the back should have gone to that. Sam A, thank you for your super chat as well. No comment, but thank you very much for your donation to the channel. Should he maybe have brought Lascelles on and tried something, shorted up at the back? Just maybe he's gone 5 at the back to try and hang on to what we had.
I don't think that changes that mistake. That was just a pocket of space. Well, it wasn't a pocket of space. It was just De Bruyne having too much space and time because it was the 92nd minute or 91st minute, whatever it was.
Yeah.
That's all it was. I don't think Lascelles being on the pitch stops that pass. Maybe.
Well, I mean, it's a lot of hearsay anyway, and I mean, it's hypothetical. So it's done and dusted. The game is gone. But there you go, guys. We do have Alex and Billy doing a Patreon podcast straight after this show with their immediate reaction. I'll be doing one here on YouTube. That'll be uploaded straight away as well. So keep an eye out. Make sure you've got your notification bell on so that you know when new videos come out. Do join our Facebook group as well. If you are on Facebook, look for the Toon Review and come and join our group on there. Over 3,000 members on there now. It's really, really starting to grow. So thank you for that. And yeah, it's disappointing again. But listen, thank you very much for all your super chats and new memberships. You are incredibly kind every time. Your support is amazing. Thank you to all the new subscribers as well. I think we've had about 100 during the stream. So thank you so much and welcome to every single one of you. Please do hit the like button before you leave the stream. Thank you to the mods. Thank you to Billy and Alex. But of course, thank you to you guys. You are incredible, the support we get from you time and time again. We will be back tomorrow night at 7 o'clock with the match review. We'll take an in-depth look of what went wrong, what were the positives, player ratings, etc. At 7 o'clock tomorrow night. But if you want to listen to a Patreon podcast from Billy and Alex, the link is below in the description near the bottom. For a small monthly fee, you get a lot more content from us away from the camera as well. And of course, obviously, mine will be uploaded very soon on YouTube. But thank you very much for watching, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. It's not the result we wanted, but maybe a bit more positive coming out that game than what we actually think. Thank you, guys, and good night.
Well, that's and lasses.
Come back and check out